of Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play here for WWE Monday Night Raw here on May 26th, May 25th, 2026, and hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday evening as we get ready for what should be an exciting and highly anticipated episode of WWE RAW here tonight. And guys, after what took place over the weekend, going back all the way to Friday Night SmackDown and WWE Saturday Night's main event that happened this past weekend, what will the fallout be from Saturday Night's main event here tonight on Monday Night Raw? Welcome, Joe, Daniel, Barry Sports Highlights. How are we doing as we get ready, guys, to get you up to date on everything that has happened up to this Monday Night Raw here tonight? As we are moments away from getting started, we'll make sure to start this preview show here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Hope you guys are ready. All right, let's make sure we've got the audio and everything working good. Appreciate everybody hanging out here on the channel. All right. All right. Sounds like we've got volume. All right. Looks like everything's going to do. Buddha, what's going on, man? Hey, what's up, man? Happy Monday, y'all. All right, so let's get things set up here, guys, and we'll get started with our preview here before Monday Night Raw kicks off. And we're about 5 minutes away, guys, but tonight we will see a women's tag team matchup after what we seen last Monday night when Bayley and Lyra Valkyria came to the aid, taking out the Judgment Day, or I should say, of making them run away in Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez of the Judgment Day. So tonight, we'll finally see these women in action in a women's tag team matchup where we'll see Bayley and Lyra Valkyria go one-on-one with the Judgment Days, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. But guys, what took place last week is what's got everybody talking on social media. Obafemi was attacked by Brock Lesnar, who made his return to the WWE. And guys, everybody thought Brock had retired, but as it turns out, no, he's back and ready to take on the ruler once again. And the match has been made official at Clash in Italy, where we will see Obafemi go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar. And guys, Obafemi kicks off the show here tonight. And what will he have to say here on Monday Night Raw after that brutal attack from Brock Lesnar? A sneak attack after Obafemi came out for his Obafemi Open Challenge. And it looks like Lesnar answered the call as the Beast Incarnate would be the one to take out the ruler and make a huge statement. What's going on, Trucker John and Buddha? Happy Monday to everybody hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys. Also tonight, we will see the WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship on the line after Penta was able to successfully defend his title at Saturday night's main event against All Ego, Ethan Page. Well, tonight he'll have another tall task with a new #1 contender for that IC title, as we'll see the young OG Javon Evans have a chance to win his first title on the main roster here for WWE Monday Night Raw, and he'll have a chance to be crowned the new Intercontinental Champion if he is able to defeat Penta here tonight in what should be a spectacular matchup for the WWE Universe and wrestling fans around the world. I can't wait to see this matchup, guys. I think this will be the match of the night, and I cannot wait to check it out here with you guys here on Tim Reynolds Show, one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. And you already know, because why? It's Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Yeah, baby. Hey, and also tonight, we'll see the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns confront Jacob Fatu, the Samoan Werewolf, after answering the challenge laid down by Fatu last week, where we will have Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu in a matchup with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. And guys, this one will be tribal combat. not a matchup that definitely has the WWE Universe buzzing right now. And I don't know if Jacob Fatu has really earned another opportunity at that World Heavyweight title. But guess what? We're about to find out here tonight how ready Jacob Fatu will be and how ready will Roman be to defend the title once again in a matchup that has no rules, and we'll see all out brutal force here from these two men. I tell you, it's going to get nasty. It's going to get brutal. It's going to get downright barbaric when we see Roman Reigns go one-on-one with Jacob Fatu in a tribal combat match with the World Heavyweight title on the line. Will this be too much for the OTC to be able to overcome? Will we crown a new world champion at Clash in Italy? I don't think so. I've got my faith in the OTC, the tribal chief Roman Reigns, along with a lot of the WWE Universe. And guys, we got to make sure we give a big shout out to Roman Reigns. Happy birthday, brother, to the World Heavyweight Champion. Hope he's ready for what should be a big and stacked up Monday Night Raw here tonight. All right, guys, that's about it here with our preview show. Now, I'm sure we'll get to see a lot of other things, especially with the fallout from Saturday night's main event, including the Street Profits losing to the Vision, as we see Logan Paul and Austin Theory were able to weasel their way into retaining the World Tag Team titles at Saturday night's main event. The Street Profits put up one hell of a fight, but do they deserve a rematch after Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker got involved in this matchup? And of course, you know the brass knucks were coming into play as Logan Paul was able to use those brass knucks to get them the victory as Austin Theory gets the 1, 2, 3, and they retain the World Tag titles. So what will take place here tonight on Monday Night Raw after the fallout from WWE Saturday night's main event? We will find out in just a few moments right here on this Tim Reynolds Show, WWE Monday Night Raw play-by-play and reaction on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. And you already know, because it's Tim Reynolds Show, baby. Hey, what's going on, guys? Man, the chat is blowing up here today. We got Casey Fox. How we doing, brother? Mrs. Reynolds is in the chat. Trucker John loves Penta. Yo, I see you're home. Good shit. Thank you, Trucker John. Appreciate you, brother. How are you doing? They confronted each other already, right? That's right. Oba, Femi, and Brock Lesnar have already confronted each other, so we'll have to see what Oba has to say tonight. He is planned to open up Monday Night Raw here tonight with us, guys. Joe, how we doing, man? Thank you, guys. The rivalry between Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns is the best. You know, Buddha, I think it's pretty good, man. And I like that they ran it back, because I thought that matchup just sped up to WWE Backlash, where we really didn't get to see this storyline built up between Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready. We're cracking open a cold one. Cheers to y'all. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Together. On this Memorial Day holiday in the United States, we are on the campus of the Ohio State University. Is Monday. And ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Columbus, Ohio for this episode here of WWE Monday Night Raw. And oh my goodness, look who has already made his way to the ring. It's none other than the Oracle, Paul Heyman. And after what took place last week with the shocking return of the Beast Incarnate, it will be Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar 2 at Clash in Italy. Says it's a matcha with the Louis B. Tucker. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Number one, let's get this part out of the way. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Item number two, I am here tonight to hype you on a match that needs no hype. Sunday,
the biggest rematch, not just in WWE history, but in all of professional wrestling.
And wow, the fans at WWE Universe here in Columbus already interrupting the Oracle Paul Heyman with the Oba chants. Come on, chat, let me hear your Oba.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I have a microphone in my hands, please shut the hell up.
Wow. Come on, Paul, that wasn't very nice.
The biggest rematch in WWE, indeed all of professional wrestling history. This Sunday, Clash in Italy, when Oba Femi steps into the ring to be conquered by the beast incarnate,
Brock Lesnar. Uh-oh.
Didn't quite get the chance to congratulate you last week on your big victory over me at WrestleMania. Congratulations, Oba. Well done. But that victory is going to cost you more than you could ever imagine. Now, I've had my share of ass whoopings over the years, but none quite like them. It was humbling. You beat my ass at WrestleMania so bad. I said, that's it. I'm done.
Big message from Brock Lesnar.
But that doesn't sit very well with me, Oba. It's not going to end that way, Oba Femi. Brock Lesnar can take an ass whooping, but can you?
Ooh. And last Monday night on Raw, Lesnar would answer and attack the ruler, delivering multiple F5s to Oba Femi. And the statement was made by the Beast.
Retired beast. Brock Lesnar will conquer Oba Femi. I'm gonna rule over Oba Femi.
Oh boy, and what a message from Brock Lesnar.
The good news is that everyone watching will have a chance this Sunday to see history play out in real time in front of your very eyes. The bad news for everyone that worships Oba Femi is that Oba Femi has awakened the beast. Oba Femi has awakened the beast. Oba Femi has awakened the beast Brock Lesnar, which means one thing.
Uh-oh! And interrupting the Oracle, the WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman is none other than the ruler, Oba Femi! You say his name that many times, he will show up. Who? 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 Oba! 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 And the ruler struts his stuff as he walks down to the ring here in Columbus, Ohio. And the Oracle Paul Heyman stares down a man who is not happy. happy after the brutal attack last week by Brock Lesnar. Obafemi looks ready for some payback, and he's going to have a few words to say to Paul Heyman here to kick off Monday Night Raw. Oh, and now Oba staring down Paul Heyman in the corner as he grabs a microphone, and we'll hear. Ooh, Oba steps right into the face of Paul Heyman here, and Heyman looks intimidated. What will the ruler have to say?
That I've awoken the beast. Now, what do you think he has awoken in me? What do you think that 4F5s has awoken in Obafemi? Don't worry, Paul. It's fine. I'm not going to hurt you. Matter of fact, I need you. I need you alive and well to tell the tale of Brock Lesnar. And while you tell that story, you're going to fast forward to the end. My favorite part, where I retire Brock Lesnar for the second time.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you, Paul. I know you. You are a sleazebag. You're going to say it's just business. It's not personal. I don't know about you, Paul, but 4F5s seem very personal to me.
Good point.
So, while you tell that story, this is the final chapter.
Oh, God.
And Obafemi signing the contract on the chest of Paul Heyman.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay.
Deliver me this message to Brock. Tell him that last time I was fighting to beat him. This time, I'm fighting to kill him.
Oh! And Obafemi with a huge statement here to the face of the advocate, Paul Heyman, and telling him to deliver a message to Brock Lesnar that at last time, Obafemi was only trying to beat Brock Lesnar, but this time at WWE Clash in Italy, he'll look to kill Brock Lesnar. And what a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. But guys, that Saturday night's main event 2 days ago.
The Coliseum is sold out for the return of Saturday Night Main Event.
And we would see Penta go one-on-one with All Ego in the high-styling, high-flying, no-fear-having Penta would definitely defeat all the odds to take out All Ego and retain his Intercontinental Championship. And then we'd also see Sol Ruca go one-on-one with Becky Lynch, and Becky was up to her dirty tricks. But Sol Ruca would deliver a fantastic performance before we would see Becky Lynch disqualified and then delivering 3 manhandle slams to Sol Ruca.
Championship at Clash in Italy.
And now that means Becky Lynch has to defend her Women's Intercontinental Championship at Clash in Italy.
Tonight, tune in that night.
And we also see here the World Tag Team Championships were on the line, and guess what? It was Braun Breaker who tried to get involved. The Street Profits looked like they could overcome anything, but Paul Heyman getting the foot on the bottom rope would lead to the brass knucks by Logan Paul, and it looked like the Street Profits would overcome, but Austin Theory gets the quick cover as they retain the titles, and Braun Breaker would deliver 2 devastating spears to take out the Street Profits. And there's Roman Reigns arriving to the arena.
Night Raw, and there is the World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns, celebrating a birthday today, but there won't be much celebration going on later tonight. That is because he signed the contract for the tribal combat match this Sunday at Clash in Italy against that man.
And they're arriving to the arena as well. It's the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, as they get ready for the contract signing here tonight.
The WWE.
Hey, old guy, how we doing? Oh, my goodness! The WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio is here on Monday Night Raw.
Live on Monday Night Raw. And the Judgment Day.
And uh-oh, there's Dominic Mysterio with the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan as the Judgment Day follows with JD McDonough and Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, who have a tag team matchup later tonight against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. But ladies and gentlemen, we get things kicked off here on Monday Night Raw with our next match scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship. And introducing first, he is the WWE Intercontinental Champion, as we get ready for one-on-one action here, coming up next on WWE Monday Night Raw. And guys, we will see the Intercontinental Championship on the line as Cero Metal Penta looks to put his title on the line against the young OG Javon Evans. Coming up after these commercial breaks, we'll see this matchup kick us off here on WWE Raw. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday night. Thanks for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show for this live play-by-play for WWE Monday Night Raw with the play-by-play and reaction. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any wrestling questions or shout-outs, anything you guys would like to ask, don't forget to hit me up right here with those super chats on the live stream. And you guys can also sign up for channel memberships that are now live on my YouTube channel as well to help support the channel any way you can, even if that's just liking and subscribing or sharing this live stream with your family and friends. And all right, guys, let's recap what we just witnessed here as Paul Heyman kicks off Monday Night Raw here, guys, and he has a message for Obafemi from Brock Lesnar, as we see Brock could be looking for some payback against Oba, but after Obafemi was taken out with 4 F5s last week, Oba would come out and confront the advocate Paul Heyman and get right in his face, signing the contract for WWE Clash in Italy on his chest and telling him to deliver a message to Brock Lesnar. He said last time at WrestleMania, Obafemi was only trying to beat Brock Lesnar. But now, at Clash in Italy, we will see Obafemi look to kill the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar when these two men go one-on-one at WWE Clash in Italy. And guys, after that, we will see coming up next here on Monday Night Raw, it's the WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship match where we'll see Penta go one-on-one with Javon Evans. Now we'll get a poll going here, guys. You let me know who you're rolling with here in that first matchup here of the night. So pick your winner for the first match of WWE Raw for the Intercontinental Championship. All right, guys. Go ahead and get your votes in here on who you guys are going with. All right, guys, and already making his way to the ring, he is the #1 contender and the opponent here in this next match scheduled for one fall. He is the young OG, Javon Evans.
Come on, Evans. Buckle up and keep your eyes on the skies tonight. The young OG certainly going to push the pace, but to take things to the air where he is most comfortable. Unfortunately for Javon, Penta unafraid to take it high risk as well. This is going to be an interesting clash of styles, but no doubt about it, a memorable Intercontinental Championship match moments away. Let's head up to the ring. The spectacular Alicia Taylor.
All right, guys, as they make introductions here, we just want to say hi to everybody hanging out with us in the chat. Christopher, what's up, man? We got Dylan as well. What's up, Tim? Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to you as well, brother. You know what? Let's go ahead and do a little happy Memorial Day for everybody here. We'll pin that in the chat. So appreciate you guys.
At 195 pounds, Javon Evans. And his opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Penta.
All right, Dylan. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, last night on the NASCAR live stream. Yeah, Christopher, Miles, Trucker John, Jeffrey, Joe. Thank you, everybody, for being here, including Casey and Mrs. Reynolds. All right. So let's get ready for our first match of the night here on WWE Monday Night Raw.
First ever Intercontinental Champion. And now we get underway with Penta and Javon Evans. Corey, Javon Evans has never won a singles championship.
All right, so the bell has rung as we get ready for this matchup here on Raw.
Plenty of time to get there, but he's got to be putting some pressure on himself. No doubt about it. But what we've seen recently,
And a show of respect there
youthful
from Evans and Penta.
best tool.
With the handshake and the dap up before a tie-up here. No, Evans bouncing off the rope. Oh, went for the cutter there. Penta catches him, ducking out of the clothesline as Evans, and oh, a nice Hurricane Rana takes out Penta. And oh, going for the big clothesline. Penta hits a Hurricane Rana, but oh, Evans lands on his feet, and Penta has no idea here. And oh my goodness, Evans went for the right. A nice counter by Penta here. And now those clubby blows on the left side.
Javon Evans, a great high flyer. Well, cheer.
Oh, and what a chop there to the chest of Evans. And now we see the young OG looking to counter Penta off the ropes here. And oh, taking him down, looking for the cover. Penta takes down Evans looking for the cover. And now these two had a little bit of a standoff here. And not too bad. A little slow going here for the most part.
How do you keep the Intercontinental title tonight?
Hey, look at these two men strutting their stuff. But oh, Evans with the huge drop kick on Penta and the cheap shot bouncing off the top rope. And the Hurricane Rana connects to Penta. And now what we doing here? The young OG looking to go flying as your boy gets bouncy, taking out Penta on the outside, jumping over the top rope. And this boy Javon Evans has this leaping ability. And now here we go over the top rope. Oh, Penta connects with a super kick right to the face of Evans, bouncing off the top rope, and now an enziguri to the face of Evans in the corner. And oh no, the headstand drop kick connects to the chest of Evans, and now the cover as we see here, 1, 2, and a kick out there by Evans. And guys, Ghost Honor 86 with the $2 super chat says, poor boo-hoo. Guess he's still butthurt. Hey man, I don't know. Let's go, let's go.
A great matchup this past Saturday.
I know our boy Dylan was looking for Toyota to win this past weekend at Charlotte in the NASCAR Cup Series, but hey, Suarez in the Chevrolet number 7 was able to pull it off, baby. And now we see here Penta looking for that Penta driver, but Evans Evans with a nice counter with the arm drag takedown, ducking out of that super kick, and answers with a bouncing enziguri off of the rope. Evans was able to bounce and then spin and connect with that enziguri to the head of Penta. And now, oh no, the young OG off the ropes here, diving through, and oh no! Penta able to counter, and Evans just landed spine first right to the announcer table, and that looked brutal. Evans here on the replay got caught and just slammed right into that announcer table, lower spine first. And now, as we head to our first commercial break, will Penta be able to get this momentum now, really reverse it, and be able to retain his men's Intercontinental Championship? Or will we see the young OG be able to recover from that move from the spine, hitting the back of the announcer table, diving through the middle ropes, and become the new men's Intercontinental Champion to win his first title on the WWE main roster? We will find out coming up after these commercial breaks right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. All right. Heck yeah, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out in the chat, everybody. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Pretty good way to kick off the show here, guys, especially after what we've seen at Saturday night's main event. Penta and Ethan Page really put up a fantastic match from the highlights that I was able to see. And man, of course, you know, All Ego was looking to sort of make it a way to get an advantage in that matchup, if you will, right? Because the top turnbuckle eventually was pulled off, the turnbuckle cover, if you will, exposing that steel that holds the ring ropes. And when that happened, you could tell Penta was trying to avoid getting thrown into that corner, and that's exactly what Ethan Page was trying to do. Take advantage of his situation using sort of a legal loophole, if you will, with the turnbuckle coming off, but Penta was the one able to reverse it, and guess what? All Ego got a taste of his own medicine as he somehow connected with that steel in the corner, and Penta was able to take advantage to hit Ethan Page with that Mexican whatever you call it. Not the Penta driver. That wasn't the move that he won the match with, but it was a huge victory for Penta for him to retain his men's Intercontinental Championship after hitting the Mexican driver, I think is what it was called. But a great matchup between those two. I was actually surprised to hear Penta was defending the men's Intercontinental Championship here tonight. You got to imagine, will we see this match go all the way to the end without some interference, either from All Ego Ethan Page, or what about Rusev? You know, he was in the men's Intercontinental Championship title picture not too long ago, so that could be a possibility that we could see him also interfering in this matchup before the end of it, but we will find out coming up after these commercial breaks. But guys, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Heck yeah, Ghost, hope you had a good weekend, brother. Thank you for everybody who hung out with us watching the NASCAR Cup Series race yesterday. Man, we streamed for over 5 hours yesterday with all the rain delays and stuff that we had, but hey, it was a great race in the NASCAR Cup Series at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600. Guys, go back and see the replay if you're interested, and don't worry, guys, we got a lot more content coming out on the Tim Reynolds Show this week, reviewing the NASCAR Cup Series race at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and also giving you guys a lot more stuff coming up with football season right around the corner as well. So a kick out there from Penta as we get back to this matchup here. We do see the young OG was able to make a cover there, and right before the commercial break, Evans slammed in that announcer table spine first, and then during the commercial break, oh my goodness, Evans launching himself over the timekeeper's area as both him and Penta get taken out. And look at that big leaping clothesline there. And that was right when we got back from commercial break, as Penta was able to kick out at 2. And now the frustration starting to boil over here for Evans.
His first championship in WWE. Reality has kicked in for the young OG.
Oh, and what a slap there as Penta just takes it from Evans. And now it's Penta's turn. Oh, and man, Evans just takes one but falls down to the mat. And you can see Penta fired up. And I don't know if Evans is ready for Penta here, guys. And now we see here Evans getting in mad into the face of Penta as we see Penta firing up Javon Evans. And now Evans, oh, the big running knee, and Penta didn't see it, and the springboard cutter connects the cover here. A kick out at 2. Penta gets the shoulder up at 2, and Javon Evans cannot believe it as he hit that springboard cutter there off the middle rope.
Now, Penta, unfortunately for Evans, he wasn't able to get all of his weight across the shoulders of the champion. That could have made all the difference. And Evans now has to stay focused, can't get frustrated. Penta learned so much about this man over the past.
Now looking, bouncing off the top rope. Penta catches Evans here, and oh, what a sit-out backbreaker there with the double knees to the spine. The cover here, and a kick out at 2. The backbreaker, if you will, backstabber in a powerbomb-like maneuver there from Penta. That was very unique, and Evans looks laid out here. And now, uh-oh.
Calling for the Mexican Destroyer.
And now calling for the Mexican Destroyer, the same move that destroyed Ethan Page, but Evans was able to respond with a super kick. And that Mexican Destroyer got Penta the victory against All Ego on Saturday night's main event. But Evans able to counter here, and now Penta up on the ring apron. Evans looking to take advantage here. And now the right hand of Penta, who hangs up on the apron. Oh, and another right hand. And you see here, Evans, what's he looking for? And oh, the springboard cutter on the outside ring apron. And what another big move by Evans. Does he have anything left in the tank? He's got to get Penta back in the ring, and he does. Evans going to look to cover here. Going to look to win the title. The cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by the champion. And what a move there. Another look at that beautiful springboard cutter there by Evans. And Penta almost lost his title there. But now, both men back inside the ring. The Men's Intercontinental Championship is on the line here on Monday Night Raw. Evans back to his feet first. Fired up here with the crowd in Columbus. And off of the ropes here, Evans. Oh, got caught. Penta looking to answer with the no. A Penta driver. It connects the cover here. Oh, and Evans gets the shoulder up. Oh my! What a Penta driver there from Penta! And it doesn't put away the young OG. Evans somehow gets the shoulder up. And now Penta fired up, looking to put this matchup away as he heads to the top rope here. Will he be able to do it? Well, Evans back to his feet. Oh, the right hand right to the face of Penta. And now Penta not where he wants to be right now, up on the top rope as we see Evans start to climb. Penta fighting back here. And a right elbow knocks Evans off the ropes. And now on the top rope here, Penta. Oh no! Leaping up to the top rope is Evans. Oh no! Oh my goodness! A hurricane run off the top rope. And now Evans looking for the OG cutter, but a super kick by Penta. What a counter! And now looking for the Mexican Destroyer, but Evans answers with a high knee. And now Penta caught Evans off the top rope with the backstabber, and the Mexican Destroyer connects the cover by Penta. Your winner, and still the Men's Intercontinental Champion, Penta! And what an ending to that match as we see Evans leap off the top rope, and then Penta midair is able to catch Evans with a backstabber and puts this matchup away with a beautiful Mexican Destroyer. What a matchup to kick off Monday Night Raw, and still your WWE Men's Intercontinental Champion, Penta. And you gotta give it to the young OG Javon Evans. What a matchup here, but he came up just a little short in this one as Penta gets the victory to kick off WWE Monday Night Raw.
Two title defenses in 48 hours. And a great show of respect for the champion, to the young challenger. Come on, Evans.
Keith, what's up, man? Not staying long, trying to do some yard work, cutting a tree. Oh, yeah, no problem, Keith. Thank you, man. Hey, Martin, what's up, everybody? What's up, Joe?
With the goals, but Penta retained here on Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this coming Sunday, we head to Turin, Italy for Clash in Italy, the first ever premium live event in the history of Italy. It all gets underway with the countdown show, noon on the East Coast, 9 on the West Coast, both hours ESPN. And then Clash in Italy, 8 o'clock local in Turin, 2 o'clock on the East Coast, 11 o'clock on the West Coast, the first hour on ESPN. And of course, the entire thing is internationally on Netflix. But man, Penta has turned into quite the fighting champ.
That was an absolutely incredible way to kick off the night here on Monday Night Raw.
Saturday night's main event this past Saturday, we have breaking news now. Logan Paul suffered a torn triceps and will be out for a number of months during that World Tag Team Championship match division against the Street Profits.
An incredible effort by Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins taking it high risk. This right here is what caused the injury to Logan Paul. You can see Logan immediately grasping at his left arm. Best wishes to the Maverick.
And there's Paul Heyman backstage. And big news, guys. Logan Paul's injured. Torn tricep.
I don't even know what to do with this. Do I just give it to you?
Why would you give it to me?
What do you mean, Paul? I don't have Logan. He's hurt.
Logan Paul knows better than anyone else this ain't ballet. And when you and Logan Paul became the tag team champions, I put in every contract the Vision defending the tag team titles. That means any member of the Vision teaming with any member of the Vision of my choice, which means you are going to be the tag team champion with, oh, I don't know, off the top of my head, Braun Breaker. And I expect the two of you to defend those titles with honor and dignity and the greatness involved.
Thank you, man.
Oh, and a hug there by Austin Theory.
You're gonna have me rise, man. Thank you. Let's go.
You're welcome. I did this for you because I believe in you, because I wanted this for you.
Yeah. Well, I want to do something for Logan.
Oh, then what do you want to do?
Yeah. Every single person that was involved with hurting him, I want to take them out.
You know, I'm glad you feel that way, because I think now you know what you have to do tonight, and more importantly, to whom.
A big message there from the Oracle of the Vision, Paul Heyman to Austin Theory. And after we just found out the breaking news, guys, it looks like Logan Paul will be out indefinitely after dealing and suffering a torn triceps. That's going to take a long time for him to recover. So it looks like the other half of the World Tag Team titles will go to Braun Breaker of the Vision. So now it looks like Austin Theory and Braun Breaker are the WWE World Tag Team Champions here right now. So we'll get back to the action here after these commercial breaks. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, appreciate y'all. We'll get right back to the chat here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, 36, 37, 38, 39. All right, here we go. Joe, what's going on, man? Hey, Tim, after Clash in Italy, it's It's SummerSlam. Yeah, you're right about that, dude. Definitely looking forward to SummerSlam. A two-night event for the first time, I believe, or maybe the second time here for SummerSlam is going to be in Minnesota. You know, that's probably going to have a Brock Lesnar tie-in somehow, especially with him being back on the main roster now, not retired, which was definitely a big shocker after what happened last week. So we'll get to see what happens, guys. And hey, guys, a big heads up here, a little bit of a programming update here on Tim Reynolds Show. Normally, right after Monday Night Raw, I do my WWE show reviews. When I do that, I normally start a new live stream and break down everything that happened on Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. What we're going to start doing, guys, is doing my WWE show review right after this live stream on this live stream for my WWE live play-by-play for Monday Night Raw, as we will react to everything happening, guys, right after the show. We'll stay live here on the channel, and I'll give you guys my WWE show review, where I review each match, giving you guys my match grades and giving you my thoughts and opinions of what I thought of the storylines here that we found out and everything we're reacting to here on WWE Monday Night Raw. So I hope you guys will stick around, as we'll do that right after Raw is over here on this live stream instead of starting a whole new one. So hope you guys will enjoy that. So thank you guys so much for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and help out any way you can to support the channel, whether that's sharing this live stream with your family and friends. You can sign up for channel memberships that are on my YouTube channel at Tim Reynolds Show, and you can also donate by clicking the link at the top of my YouTube channel. All right, Ghost, what's going on, man? Ghost, thank you for looking out. No. Logan Paul. Paul. Can we fire Logan Paul? Paul. Can we fire Logan Paul? Paul. Can we fire Logan Paul?
Together.
Paul. Can we fire Logan Paul? And Joe Henry serenading the crowd here, but wait a minute. Oh, Austin Theory with the steel chair to the back of Joe Henry. And now another chair shot, raining down chair shots to the spine of Joe Henry as Austin Theory. Oh my goodness.
Austin Theory on a mission tonight per Paul Heyman. Going to go
Oh no! And oh my goodness! Theory just hit the skull of Joe Henry right into the steel post with that steel chair. Oh my goodness!
Reports of the injury to Paul. Well, earlier tonight, he's still the attack champ of Braun Breaker, but
It's one thing to be feeling the pressure, but Austin Theory just crossed the line.
And there's one of the Street Profits backstage.
Yo, Cox, still fair?
It's Seth Rollins.
I'm not trying to start anything, but I did exactly what Tez asked me to do on Saturday. I stayed out of y'all's business. I just came here to say sorry. I know what it feels like to get screwed over by the Vision. With Logan Paul gone, we got an opportunity, man. We got an opportunity because the Vision is the weakest they've ever been, but they're also the most dangerous they have ever been. You saw that. You saw what Theory just did to Joe Henry out there, man. I've never seen that side of Theory. We come together, we can put an end to the Vision for good. For good.
Times we gotta keep doing this, man. Are we still doing this Seth Rollins redemption arc story?
Yo,
Is that what we're doing?
that, bro.
Hey, right here. It's cool. You got something to say?
Damn, am I speaking in a different language or something?
Talk to me.
Nothing good happens when he's around.
Oh, yeah, we're still running that.
Nothing good happens when
Nothing
he's around.
good happens. It seems to be nothing good happens when I'm not around. Otherwise, the two of you'd be standing here tag team champions right now.
Good point. He makes a good point.
To like each other. When this is all over, we don't have to be friends. Doesn't have to be kumbaya. All we gotta do is work together to get rid of the vision. And this whole idea that nothing good happens around me, I understand why you don't trust me. But understand this, only one of us in this circle has main evented WrestleMania. Only one of us in this circle is a multi-time world champion. And it ain't you.
Oh, you know what, Seth? You know what's one thing I've never done?
What's that?
Stab my brother in the back. Because I am my brother's keeper. As a matter of fact, where are your brothers? But you know what? We do agree upon one thing. That's that we both think we the best. How about tonight in this beautiful city of Columbus? You show them exactly who's the best.
Oh, that a challenge. Your boy wants me to beat some sense into you. You want me to beat some sense into you? Challenge accepted. I'm gonna get changed.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And guys, Dawkins caught in the middle, and now it looks like we'll see Seth Rollins go one-on-one with Montez Ford of the Street Profits here tonight.
In the States. Now, locally, in turn, we start at 8 o'clock. But in the States, if you're watching on Netflix, it'll be 2 o'clock on the East Coast, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. And what a busy weekend we have in WWE coming up.
Just plan on spending your entire weekend with us. How about Saturday night? Whether you're a diehard fan of
By the champion, and what a move there.
right, mask versus mask.
Almost lost his title there.
Mask versus mask. For decades, this has been the ultimate battle in lucha libre.
Máscara contra máscara.
Match where rivalries are settled, where wars are ended, where history is made. The winner keeps not just his mask, but his very identity.
They're talking about the mask versus mask match at AAA.
The stakes are high.
What's up, Steve?
Glory and vindication for the winner, shame and disgrace for the loser. This Saturday in AAA at Noche de los Grandes, two luchadores will put it all on the line. For months, they have fought over one simple question. Who is the real El Grande Americano? One man will have his hand raised in victory. The other will lose everything. Everything is on the line this Saturday when it is mask versus mask.
This Saturday in one of the
And that's right, guys, at Nacho de los Grandes. It's mask versus match with the original El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano in Mexico.
on Facebook and WWE's YouTube channel.
And there's the young OG, Javon Evans, frustrated.
Hey, come on. Hey, OG. Before you say anything, I apologize. All right, I'm frustrated with myself out there. That was unprofessional. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. You're a great champ, bro. I'm just in my head. It's okay. Everything is okay, bro. I'm going to see you for the title. No. Hear me. I'm going to see you for that title again very soon. Okay? No problem. Let's do it. Take it easy, bro.
Penta showing respect to Evans, but it's Rey Mysterio!
Yeah.
He's angry now, but I understand.
Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah.
Mexican, American, worldwide pride as Intercontinental Champion is up here.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you so much. But congratulations to you too, Ray. Porque ahora eres el nuevo gerente general de AAA. Wow. This is awesome, Ray. No existe mejor persona en el mundo que tú para este puesto. Pero, Ray, quiero decirte algo. Yes. I want to be a fighting champion. You are. You know, I want to leave a legacy. But there is no one I would rather face than Rey Mysterio.
Oh, it would be my honor.
Yeah.
No.
Ray, let me talk to Adam Pearce because imagine this: Rey Mysterio versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship will be legendary.
Wow, Rey Mysterio getting a title shot? That's gonna be awesome. You know, the WWE Universe is gonna like that. And hey, guys, thank you so much for your WWE questions and responding in the chat, guys. Really do appreciate it. And we get ready for our next matchup coming up next here on Monday Night Raw. And we see, accompanied by the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and the AAA Mega Champion Dominic Mysterio, representing the Judgment Day, it's Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. As we get ready for this tag team matchup in the women's division, coming up next here on WWE Monday Night Raw.
In the winning column against Bailey and Lyra next.
All right, what's up, Steve? How we doing, man? Thanks for hanging out with us here, man. Yeah, definitely taking Penta over Rey Mysterio in that matchup, man. I have become a huge fan of Penta and think this guy is definitely worth being the Intercontinental Champ and probably the best fighting champion right now out of any champion on the series in WWE in general. So, all right, thank you, everybody. Hope y'all are doing good. Shout out to everybody hanging out with us here on the channel. If you guys have any questions, any shout outs, don't forget to hit us up here on the live stream with those super chats, and hope you guys will be able to hit that like button, share this live stream with your family and friends, and also hope you guys can sign up for channel memberships to help support the channel here on Tim Reynolds Show. All right. That's okay. If you don't feel important, honey, all I gotta say is to the world. All right, guys. Hey, love the interaction we've seen backstage. You can see the frustration there from the young OG Javon Evans after a tough matchup against Penta, where the men's Intercontinental Championship was on the line. Now, Penta was able to get the victory to retain his title, but man, Javon Evans put up one hell of a fight. But it looks like the frustration is boiling over for the young OG, who is really, like, I think, down on himself because he hasn't been able to win these big matches, especially in the last year, going all the way back to NXT. It seems like Evans cannot get the job done when the title is on the line, when he's got a chance to grab some gold. Unfortunately, Evans cannot come up in the clutch, and now it's frustrating him, and you gotta wonder what that means for him going forward as he looks for another opportunity to get a shot at that men's Intercontinental Championship. But guys, it was Penta, the WWE Intercontinental Champ, that would be talking to the WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio backstage, and he says he's gonna go talk to general manager Adam Pearce of Monday Night Raw to make this match official, where it will be Penta defending the WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship against the WWE Hall of Famer, the luchador himself, Rey Mysterio. 619. Hey, I'm up for it, man. Penta versus Rey Mysterio. That's got box office written all over it, man. Let me know what you guys think in the chat as we get ready for our next matchup here, guys. Happy Memorial Day to everybody, and hope y'all are doing well. All right, we're just a few seconds away from getting back to the action here, everybody. So make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Ready for the ultimate chase? Ghost Strike WWE are teaming up for their first ever blind box toy set, featuring Hulk Hogan, The Rock, John Cena, Logan Paul, and
Love you, Mrs. Reynolds.
Love you too, Mr. Reynolds.
Love it when the wife just comes in here to say hi.
Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. take on Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez in the Judgment Day, who battled the tag champs last
And
week.
guys, last Monday, Liv Morgan got involved in the women's tag team title matchup, but it would not help out the Judgment Day. As you see, Brie was able to get the roll up there, and the Judgment Day lost. But then Liv Morgan would attack from behind before Lyra Valkyria and Bayley would come to the aid of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champs.
Into business that did not concern them, bringing the fight to the Judgment Day and flattening Liv Morgan, the women's world champion, in the process.
Well, it got Bayley and Lyra a matchup tonight against the
Look
Judgment
at
Day.
this.
And Raquel and Roxanne wasted little time.
Oh, and now this matchup has already begun here.
Judgment Day.
And oh my goodness, the bell is not even rung yet. Oh my goodness.
Women's world champion was ejected from ringside by Jessica Carr, who seems to be drunk with power these days.
She should have been ejected.
And oh, Bayley and Lyra attack right back, taking out Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day. This is just an all-out brawl, and the matchup finally gets started here.
Lyra Valkyria will start things off with Roxanne Perez. Important matchup, Corey, for both of these teams as they jockey for position in the tag team division.
The tag team division continues to heat up. You've got Paige and Brie Bella, who promised to be fighting champions and have lived up to that promise.
Oh, and a big splash there in the corner as we see the double team. Bayley with another splash in the elbow in the corner as well. A couple of quick tags here, and now Bayley and Lyra are in control here. And the kick to the gut by Lyra and the cover on Roxanne, and a kick out at 2. All right, guys, so let me know who you're going with here in this matchup.
Lyra could do the same to Bayley.
Oh my goodness, and a big elbow there from Perez. And now the tag made by Raquel Rodriguez. And ducking under is Lyra. And oh, on the back of Roxanne, or Raquel here, the tag made by Bayley. As Lyra has the headlock here. Now here comes Bayley with the double team.
On the way of Raquel Rodriguez doing what they have to do, keep her isolated in the corner and double team. Tag now by Lyra.
We see here another quick tag there as Bayley keeps the pressure on. Now shoulders to the gut again by Lyra here.
You want to keep her isolated, quick tags, keeping a fresher competitor in. This is classic, solid tag team strategy.
So there, another quick tag and another quick tag again as they keep the pressure on here, man.
Bayley and Lyra credit, keeping one eye on a Liv.
And oh, busting out of the double team and a double clothesline. Oh my goodness, I mean a double crossbody here by Raquel Rodriguez as she takes out Lyra and Bayley all at once. Wow, and beautiful impact. Man, that crossbody, Raquel Rodriguez got all of it.
And now Raquel Rodriguez takes over.
And now Lyra in trouble, and now working on that left arm here is Raquel.
Champion, and Liv Morgan, the women's world champion.
Let's speak of Dirty Dom. Do you think he's still cursed by Danhausen? And the reason I ask that is Danhausen uncursed the Knicks. He cursed the Cavaliers. The Knicks are about to sweep that series. And they talk all about it in this great article on vulture.com about the curse of Danhausen.
I don't watch Made.
And now, oh, thrown in the corner here, and oh, the slam as Lyra Valkyria looks like she's in trouble here. And now Raquel Rodriguez with the huge back elbows in the corner. Lyra getting laid out here, and now getting in the face of the referee and Bayley is Raquel Rodriguez. So Lyra thrown into the corner here again, able to leap over Rodriguez, and oh, a nice drop kick into the corner.
Lyra Valkyria, who really wants to be.
And now, caught her and slammed down face first on the top turnbuckle. And now, Roxanne Perez on the outside.
And it allows Roxanne Perez to try to get involved, but Lyra was wise to it.
And Lyra slammed in the corner again with big boots there from Raquel. And now the knee right across the throat here of Lyra in the corner. And the referee has to break this up. Oh, but now in the corner there, look at Roxy. And the stop on the left arm of the tag team partner of Bayley. And she has lost it as the referee Bailey tries to get Bailey back in the corner. Here comes Raquel Rodriguez with the big splash as this match continues after these commercial breaks. Will Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez be able to make a statement here in the women's tag team division with a victory over Lyra, Valkyria, and Bailey? Or will we see Bailey and Valkyria be able to overcome and come back in this matchup to get the victory over the Judgment Day's Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez? Let me know in the chat, guys, who you're rolling with as we wait to get back to this matchup after these commercial breaks. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out here, watching this live play-by-play and reaction for WWE Monday Night Raw here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. It's Tim Reynolds Show, and you already know it's time, and it's time to say let's go. Let's go, baby. Hope you guys are having a great Monday night. What a matchup here, guys. Already kicking off with a great match with Penta and the young OG, Javon Evans. Definitely going to give that one a really good grade at the end of this one. And hey, this one not starting off too bad as well, as these ladies are really showing some talent here inside the squared circle. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez showing their force and brutality. But we'll have to see if Bailey and Lyra's sort of athleticism and their teamwork will be able to work better than the teamwork of the Judgment Day as we see what happens, guys. Coming up next, let me know, guys, who you have in this matchup here. All right. What's going on, man? Penta can't agree on everything. Hey, that's the way it works, Steve. I appreciate you, though, man, with giving your opinions and everything. I think Jacob wins the belt this weekend. What do you think, Steve? I just don't see it, man. Really, I'm expecting Roman to keep the belt. And then what I'm actually really curious about is what's next for Jacob Fatu. Is he going to join Roman Reigns in this new bloodline that he has with the Usos? Or are we going to see Jacob Fatu sort of be on his own with nobody to really help him, right, on this new storyline that we get to see him on, which is probably a little bit more curious to the WWE Universe than anything else, because I am definitely not predicting Jacob Fatu to get the victory in Tribal Combat. Hey, look, the Samoan Werewolf definitely is going to put up a fight, but I'm still picking the OTC Roman Reigns. And hey, happy birthday to the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns here today. What's up here, Joey? Steve, I think Roman retains. Jacob won. Roman yet, but Roman has only held the belt for a couple weeks. Fair enough, Joe. Yeah, that's sort of my thinking and my process around that as well. I think Roman Reigns is going to hold on to that title for quite a while, and I don't think they're going to give it to Fatu. Now, if they did, it may be just for a quick title swap where Fatu wins and then Roman gets the title back, but I just don't see that happening. All right, so we're back into this matchup here, guys. Tag team action as Lyra, Valkyria, and Bailey take on Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day. Oh, and Ghost says, say hi to Mama and Graybeard. Good night. Oh, thank you, Ghost down 86, one of our members here on Tim Reynolds Show with the $2 super chat saying, everybody, hope you have a good night. Thank you so much, Ghost. Hope you have a good Monday night as well. And now we see here on the outside, oh, Lyra, oh, counter and throws Raquel Rodriguez right into the steel post. And man, Valkyria there slipping. And now we see on the outside as Roxanne Perez grabs on the boot as we see Lyra try to kick her off, and Roxy goes right into the announcer's table, and Lyra makes the tag. Here comes Bailey, and diving through the bottom rope, the crossbody, and hammering down right hands on Raquel Rodriguez is Bailey. And now throwing her back inside the ring, Raquel's in trouble. Bailey on the middle rope. The big elbow drop to the spine. The cover on Rodriguez. What a kick out at two.
You can feel the urgency emanating from Bailey.
And now, Bailey looking for a big roll through powerbomb, but Rodriguez able to hold on and counters, picking up Bailey by her hair and dropping her with that clothesline. And Roxy makes the tag. Here comes Perez. And now, looking for Pop Rocks. Bailey able to counter. And now Perez gets caught. Bailey, with the back suplex there, connecting. And now Bailey's fired up. And now in the corner looking for a roll through power bomb. And it connects. And now making the tag. Lyra still holding that left arm, but she's now legal. And we see Bailey picking up Roxy here on her shoulders. And now,
Lyra is
the roll through there, the neck breaker, a beautiful double team.
good enough to give Valkyria a win, and Roxanne Perez rolling toward the bottom rope.
And now looking for a cover.
As Liv Morgan.
Oh, and Liv Morgan put the boot on, and the referee just seen what happened. And oh my goodness, now Liv Morgan gets tossed out by the referee. And Bailey grabs Liv Morgan, and oh, the right hand connects to the Women's World Champ. Oh, but there's the clothesline from Raquel Rodriguez. Oh, but a big flying forearm from Lyra. And now she gets back inside the ring. And oh, wait a minute, the roll through here. Roxy. And a kick out at 2. Almost able to connect it. Oh, a kick to the gut by Perez. And oh, no, a big kick, and Ipsaguri connects there.
Morgan uttering some words to Dominic Mysterio.
And now we see here, Lyra has Bailey in the corner.
Words of affirmation. Everyone has their own love language.
Tag made. Bailey's now legal. Lyra Valkyria holding up Roxanne Perez here. And now Dom up on the ring apron here. And wait a minute, there's Raquel Rodriguez taking out Bailey. And now Roxy's going to look to take advantage with Pop Rocks, the cover here. Oh, and a kick out, just barely. Lyra Valkyria almost gets there to save it for her team. And now inside here, up on the shoulders of Raquel Rodriguez. And oh no, tossed to the outside. And oh, the knee hits the apron hard for Lyra. And now these two women stumble to the outside. And now Dom up on the ring apron here. And the referee distracted. And you see there, oh no, and the title here, both Bailey and Roxy grabbing the title. Both women staring at each other, trying to go for the title. And oh my goodness, Bailey drops it. The roll up here on Roxy. And your winners of this tag team matchup, it's Lyra Valkyria and Bailey. And guys, what a win! Bailey not fooled by the distraction as Dom tried to cheat to help out the Judgment Day, and it was Bailey who took advantage with the roll-up on Roxanne Perez as her and Lyra Valkyria get the victory here on Monday Night Raw.
Later, what a win for the role model Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. A heartbreaker for all of the Judgment Day. A tug of war over the Mega Championship. Taking Dirty Dom off the apron. Bailey capitalizing and pinning Perez. This will not sit well in the Judgment Day clubhouse. Well, things backfire again for Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu signed the contract for Sunday's Tribal Combat. Let's take a look back at last week.
So we're going to take a look at what happened last week.
Roman, bring your punk ass out here so I can double block your punk ass. What the hell are we doing, Jacob? Who lost that backlash? You were supposed to acknowledge it, and you didn't. You don't mess around and put your hands on management. Now guess what? They about to fire your ass. You're what? You back in prison now.
And as Jey Uso tried to attack the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu would respond, attacking both him and Jimmy Uso, and even a steel chair shot was not enough to take down the Samoan werewolf until Roman Reigns would answer the call. And then these two would go at it as we see a brutal attack by the World Heavyweight Champ. But the Samoan werewolf would attack with the Uranagi Death Grip once again. And after a super kick and a spear from Jey Uso and a Jimmy Uso splash and the 1D, it would be Fatu who got double super kicks after being tied up into the ropes and a Superman punch and then a spear from the World Heavyweight Champ. But even Fatu was not down and out because he had enough breath left in him. And the challenge was laid down.
I accept.
And the World Heavyweight Champion accepted the Tribal Combat Challenge.
Dead horse.
And there he is backstage.
He should be fired. I understand tribal combat, and I understand what we're dealing with. But Jacob Fatu shouldn't be here today. He shouldn't be employed by WWE.
Oh, I get it.
Yes.
Oh, I get it. I told you I didn't want to go back to my old ways, but I had to show the power, show the strength that we got. He's pulling these aces out of his sleeve. I didn't even know he realized he had the insurance card. I didn't even know he even knew about tribal combat. And he understood my obligation to accept as the tribal chief. I can't never back down. Tell me right now, in this contract, there has to be consequences. If he loses, he will serve me, or you get your way. He's out of here.
Great.
Ooh.
He beats me. Somewhere else.
Yeah.
And Roman could be right, but guys, the contract signing for the World Heavyweight Championship match, the Tribal Combat match at Clash in Italy, is coming up tonight on Monday Night Raw. But did you guys catch what we just heard from Roman Reigns? I got to break this down for you guys. But there's the megastar LA Knight here tonight on Monday Night Raw. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear from the megastar coming up next here on WWE Monday Night Raw.
Thank you for spending part of your holiday weekend with us here in the United States. We are celebrating Memorial Day. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of the veterans, including those who paid the ultimate sacrifice so we could do a show like this tonight and celebrate all of our freedoms. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we celebrate Memorial Day.
Home of the free, because of the brave.
It's easy to speak of sacrifice, harder to live it. But some did.
Yes, they did.
On the beaches of Normandy.
Yep.
In the jungles of Vietnam.
Yes, they did.
Across the deserts of the Gulf War. And in the mountains of Afghanistan. They didn't fight for praise. They fought for freedom. For each other. For all of us. Today, we remember the selfless. Those who stood in harm's way and gave everything they had. Because of them, we live free. Because of them, we carry on. So today, we pause, we reflect, we remember, and we say, thank you.
Thank you. And thank you to all the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice here on this Memorial Day. We celebrate you and we never forget those sacrifices that you made in order for us to have the freedoms that we do in this country. Thank you for your sacrifice, and thank you all veterans for your service here in this country of the United States of America. Thank you, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday night. Happy Memorial Day here, guys. Hope you're celebrating with your families and your loved ones. Always a strong sort of holiday for me, if you will. And I don't even like calling it a holiday. You know, it's one of these days where we all just need to take a step back and remember those sacrifices that were made by other people of the generations before us, all the way to this day, that we can have the freedoms that we have in this country. It's never lost on me, guys, when this day comes. My dad was a veteran himself, 6 years in the United States Navy, and even though he wasn't killed in combat, he was still one of the best people that I knew as far as his service, what he stood for. And because he was a veteran, I am proud to say that I am the son of a veteran. And it's definitely one of those things every time it comes to Memorial Day that I remember him, even though he's been gone since 2009. It's definitely one of those holidays, if you will, where I always remember the good times with my dad, cooking on the barbecue with the family, just having loved ones gather around to be able to be with each other on this day, because I think that's what anybody who sacrificed their lives for this country would want us to do, which is to be with the ones that we love the most and make sure we appreciate all of the privileges and freedoms that we have being a part of this great country. So thank you guys. What's up, Lynn? How we doing here, everybody? And thank you everyone for hanging out on the show. If anybody has any questions, any shout outs you guys would like to ask here on the live stream, don't forget to hit me up with those super chats, just like our boy Ghost Honor 86 dear did here with here with these super chats here, guys. One of our members here on Tim Reynolds Show, and appreciate you guys hanging out with us. And make sure you guys show some love to your family and friends here on this Memorial Day. And love y'all. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. All right, guys, so let's get back to what we heard there. And I want to break this down for you guys real quick, okay?
Be fired, I understand, but Jacob Floyd by WWE. Oh, I get it. Yes, I get it. He keeps pulling these, and he understood my obligation to accept. But I'm telling you right now, in this contract, there has to be consequences. If he loses, he will serve me, or you get your way. He's out of here.
All right, so right there, guys, I wanted to make sure I played that over so you could hear the audio again. Roman Reigns says there has to be consequences in this contract signing here for the World Heavyweight title for Jacob Fatu. If he loses at Clash in Italy, he will have to serve Roman Reigns or he will be fired, just like General Manager Adam Pearce wants. But if Jacob Fatu wins the World Heavyweight Championship, he tells General Manager Adam Pearce, good luck.
Bill Dawkins and Marine Corps veteran Montez Ford, alongside Bailey, visited the National Veterans Memorial Museum here in Columbus, dedicated to telling the personal stories of U.S. veterans from all the branches and conflicts inspired by the late John Glenn. It opened in 2018 as a way to honor those who gave all.
I don't know.
And Monday Night Raw.
Hey, we're here in Columbus for WWE Monday Night Raw. Are you guys ready for awesome show? Yeah, you know what's up. Come on, we going hard. That's right, we're going hard. And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, coming up next here on Monday Night Raw, he is the megastar L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Well, Gloria, one of the, if not the most outspoken superstars in WWE today.
No doubt about it. LA Knight is with a lot on his mind. And unfortunately, we won't have to wait long to find out exactly what it is.
LA Knight will tell you how it is. And doesn't care who he offends.
Yeah. And we'll hear what the megastar has to say, what's on his mind here tonight on Monday Night Raw. I got to imagine this is probably about the Usos based on what happened last week. But just a guess.
Let me
Talk to you.
My God, it's been a minute since I've felt this. It's been a minute since I stood in front of this ring, in front of all y'all. It's been since WrestleMania. Actually, I'll tell you what, before I get to that, I just want to wish everybody out there a happy Memorial Day, especially every single one of our service members. I want to say thank you for your service.
Way to go, LA Knight. Kind gesture there. USA! USA! USA!
And right here in the USA, standing in this ring, LA Knight, I told you since WrestleMania, I put the vision in my rearview mirror, and who was standing beside me but Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso. But lately, since WrestleMania, I've noticed they've been doing things just a little bit different, and it's got me thinking. Because next week, right here on Raw, the King and Queen of the Ring tournament begins, and I'm throwing my name in the hat.
Oh, wow. Didn't know that.
And what that means is I got a shot. I got a shot at wearing that crown, the King of the Ring. And when I get that, that means that I go on. I got the shot. Then I'm aiming for that World Heavyweight title. I'm aiming for Roman Reigns.
Calling a shot.
So where's that put Jimmy and Jey Uso? Look at Roman Reigns, the most corrupt champion I've ever seen. Trying to go ahead and stir up bloodline of old, trying to get some things running just a little bit different than the Jimmy and Jey Uso that I knew.
He makes a point. Oh, and you knew it wasn't gonna be long as we hear from Jimmy Uso. Here as LA Knight opens up his mouth. And I don't think Jimmy Uso is taking too kindly to that. And we'll see here what Big Jim has to say to LA Knight. It's Big Jim. Big Jim.
I think you need to hear this from me. I got a lot of respect for you, man. All right? It was me that fought side by side with you at WrestleMania. Me.
Yes, you did. You did fight side by side with me. You fought side by side with me against the Vision. Why? Because the way they did things. And now I'm watching you. You're fighting side by side with Roman Reigns, and it ain't the same. We're talking 3-on-1. It's a little bit different, just rubs me the wrong way. I've been a victim of every kind of group. You were too.
I get it. Listen, I get it. I understand why you all up in your feelings about the bloodline, man. Hell, if I'm honest, that whole damn locker room got issues with the bloodline because those last couple of years got ugly for everybody.
Makes a good point.
You had the duels, but it ain't like that no more. Hey, check it. You want to go after King of the Ring? Man, cool. Go do you. Hey, if I'm honest, if you win King of the Ring, man, you got a shot at the OTC. A fair shot. You hear me?
Fair. I heard you say fair. I heard you say honest. But right now, I got to ask, are you being honest with me? But moreover, are you being honest with yourself? What I mean by that, you come out here 2-on-1, you're about to attack Jacob last week, all that stuff. And then I think to myself, okay, look, you're the one who comes out here and what, Jay had a chair in his hand. You come out here, you're doing that whole thing. And you're telling me that it's going to be fair. You're telling me it's going to be honest. As far as I can tell, you're coming out here as a messenger. You're coming out here basically not even as the second fiddle to Roman Reigns, but the third fiddle. And the last thing I want to see you do is become Roman Reigns' errand boy again.
Damn. Some harsh words from LA Knight. Took him a little while to get it out.
But you need to take a lesson from the past. Take it as a warning. Because
this is a warning shot right now. Right now. I had enough of all this talk about what we, my brother, out here doing wrong. You're lucky the Yeet Man ain't here tonight. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking. I'm lucky. Hey, you're proving my point right now, man. You're telling me that if Jey Uso was here right now, you two put the beat down on me, 2-on-1, and then guess what? Roman Reigns would probably run out here too, 3-on-1, just the same way you did it to Jacob Fox. Jacob got nothing to do with you, bro. You see it wrong. That's family business. If I were you, man, I'd tread really lightly. Because if you keep on disrespecting the OTC, our family will become your business.
And Jimmy Uso stepping up to the megastar. And uh-oh, LA Knight's not done talking yet.
Jim, you're the one that I like. I think you kind of like me. I don't think you wanted to go there. Even Jay, I'm okay with. Roman is the one I didn't like then. I don't like now. He's a guy who just can't seem to get the job done on his own. He needed a Heyman. He needed you. He needed Jay. Why? Because he can't get the job done on his own. So what I'm telling you is if you're telling me I don't want it to come that, I know you don't want it to come that, but if the family business has to become my business, I will make sure that goes out of business. And take that message to your boy Roman and make sure you spell my name right with everybody saying.
Yeah.
LA Knight.
And a big statement made there by LA Knight as he calls out Jimmy Uso, pretty much saying, come on, dude, it ain't gonna be a fair shot. But if LA Knight can win the King of the Ring tournament, he will earn his opportunity to contend for the World Heavyweight title. And guys, I can't believe it. A big announcement there as we see backstage Rey Mysterio and Adam Pearce.
Well, that hey, have you talked to Penta? Because I have. He mentioned a little something about the Intercontinental title. Maybe you two, which I love the idea, and I think that's blockbuster. What exactly is going on here? This is a conversation.
You know what? First, you gift Javon Evans a title match tonight. And now you're talking to a fellow general manager about a potential Intercontinental title match for him? Where's my rematch?
First of all, you're butting into a conversation that has nothing to do with you, and we are talking about a potential match for the Intercontinental Championship, and rematches have to be earned.
Okay, and so what exactly did he do to earn this match you're talking about?
Ray, I apologize. This is a Hall of Famer. Rey Mysterio means to do.
Oh,
God, here we go.
what do you mean, here you go?
That's what I said.
What's going on here? What's going on?
Oh, what's going on here is these two gentlemen, friends by the way, fellow general managers, are conspiring against you for the Intercontinental Championship. Rey Mysterio is now going to jump the line on Rusev.
Is that true?
Nobody
It is
said
that
anything about that. I'm talking to him about a potential match for the Intercontinental Championship.
How did he earn that opportunity? This is Monday Night Raw.
That's what I'm talking about. Earning the match.
Earn it.
Yeah.
Make them earn it.
Earn it.
Make them earn it.
I got to face Rusev to earn a title shot against Penta. Let's go. You want it? I'm in. Fine. It's official tonight. Everybody happy?
Tonight, I will bang it to you.
I have any idea what that means.
Rusev.
I don't like it.
I don't think General Manager Adam Pearce likes all ego very much. But guys, a match has just been made official as we will see Rey Mysterio go one-on-one with Rusev. But coming up next, it's our next matchup here on Monday Night Raw, and it's scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is a revolutionary. He is a visionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins! Burn it down!
Welcome back to Papa John.
All right, guys, we'll get right to this matchup here coming after these commercial breaks as we get our poll going here for WWE. Pick your winner for this one-on-one match on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins or Montez Ford. All right, there you go, guys. Got the poll going now for this next matchup here on Monday Night Raw. And yeah, guys, just going over what we just witnessed there as Jimmy Uso came out to confront LA Knight after pretty much LA Knight said that he doesn't like the way that the Usos have started doing business, working for Roman Reigns now, doing his dirty work, if you will. And he's not lying. Anything that he said there was pretty much the truth because they have been going 2-on-1, 3-on-1 against Jacob Fatu, going all the way back when Fatu challenged Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title the first time. So honestly, he makes a lot of good points with Roman really not being able to get the job done on his own, right? But Jimmy Uso takes offense to this, even going as far as saying that LA Knight was lucky that Jey Uso wasn't here, the Yeet Man. But that's when he would say, yo, I ain't gonna believe what you're saying, because Big Jim would actually say, hey, if you win the King of the Ring tournament, you'll get a fair and square shot at the OTC. And he was like, yeah, LA Knight ain't believing that for a second, because he doesn't believe that he could be honest or fair with anything to do with the bloodline business, the family business, if you will, as LA Knight expects that the Usos would get involved in any matchup to deal with the World Heavyweight title with Roman Reigns. So LA Knight will have to earn his way, but it doesn't look like him and Big Jim are on the same page anymore, let alone friends. So we'll have to see what this means going forward, especially when we get to Monday Night Raw next week. But guys, I'm really interested to see, will LA Knight be able to win the King of the Ring tournament and earn a title shot against the World Heavyweight Champ? We will find out, as we just found out, guys. Big breaking news. It looks like the Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring tournaments will start next week on Monday Night Raw. So it'll be really interesting to see who qualifies and who are in both of those tournaments. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget, please, to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hope everybody is doing well as we get ready to get back to the action here on Monday Night Raw. All right, guys, and making his way to the ring, the opponent for Seth Rollins in this next match scheduled for one fall, it's Montez Ford of the Street Profits.
By visiting WWE.com/club WWE. Interesting matchup here tonight. First time in a number of years that these two men will go one-on-one. Seth Rollins and Montez Ford.
Nobody can with the swag that nobody can. Hit the swag like nobody can. I hit the swag like nobody can. I hit the swag like nobody can. We hit the swag like nobody can. I hit the swag like nobody can. We hit the swag like nobody can.
Will Dawkins has not accompanied Montez Ford out to the ring for this matchup, and I think the reason may be this. Listen, he loves Tez like a brother, right? Former tag team champions, they do everything together. But Dawkins also understands where Rollins is coming from. Dawkins believes that Rollins wants to...
Jeffrey says, come on, Montez, win this for Bianca. As the bell rings, don't forget to get your votes in, guys, who you're going with in this matchup here.
Here tonight. Sometimes that's the best course of action. Step aside, do nothing, let them fight it out.
Montez made some rather incendiary comments earlier in the night that led to this matchup, reminding Montez Ford, you've never main evented WrestleMania. You're not a former world champion. But with that said, if Montez Ford defeats Seth Rollins tonight,
so a tie up here in the middle of the ring.
Beat the man who has done all of that. It puts Ford into a whole different echelon of his business.
But here's the deal with this whole Rollins and Profits thing in the division. Listen.
And now up against the ropes, the ref here trying to get some control as Rollins is shoved into the corner. And the referee separates them.
In the Shield, Rollins knows how the division operates. He's the one who formed the group in the first place.
And now shoving back and forth between these two men, and the side headlock here by Ford. Off the ropes goes Montez. And over Rollins. Rollins here. Leaps over Ford. And now off the ropes. And we see here Rollins, a nice counter and a shoulder tackle. Takes down Montez Ford.
Point, right? Seth Rollins says, I made this bed. There's a reason I'm a loner. I basically stabbed everybody in the back. He understands that point, but he's just hoping for a loose alliance here with the Profits.
Montez Ford referred to it as the Seth Rollins redemption tour earlier.
Now jumping over Rollins in the corner after that side headlock was applied, and you see the athleticism there from Ford, leaping over Rollins, and the shoulder tackle from Ford drops Rollins.
Did not get involved.
And Rollins, slap in the face of Ford. And man, this match is getting tense. And a slap there to the face of Rollins. And Ford not backing down. And now Rollins knocks down Montez. The right hands hammering down. Ford able to counter with his own right hands, now on top of Rollins.
Accurate in this case.
Well, and I agree.
Rollins went for a kick and connects there, and Ford stumbles outside the ring. And now Rollins looking for a move here off the ropes. Dives through and takes out Montez. And now throwing him back into the ring. Wait a minute, no, Ford back in, and the clothesline takes Rollins over the top rope. And now, it's Ford's turn. Off the ropes here. Dives through and takes out Rollins.
Maybe Rollins swallows his pride and says, okay, Seth, maybe you were right. Yeah. If Montez Ford wins, Rollins needs to keep.
And now Rollins went for the clothesline here, and the double crossbody. As we see both men connected ribs first. And which one of these two men will be able to step it up to get the victory here on Monday Night Raw? We will find out coming up next after these commercial breaks. Hope everybody's enjoying Monday Night Raw live play-by-play here on Tim Reynolds Show. Guys, let me know if you have any wrestling questions, any shout-outs, anything you guys would like to ask me here on the live stream. You can hit me up with those super chats to make those questions or shout-outs stand out here on the channel. And don't forget, guys, you can help support the channel many other ways, including signing up for channel memberships on my YouTube channel, Tim Reynolds Show. And you guys can also click the link on the top of my YouTube page to help donate any amount that you guys would like to help support the channel. A little bit does go a long way. And guys, even if you can only hit the like button or subscribe or share this live stream with your family and friends, either way, anything you can do to help does go a long way with the channel. So God bless you guys, and thank you guys for hanging out here for this live play-by-play here for WWE Monday Night Raw here on Tim Reynolds Show. And you know what time it is. It's time for Tim Reynolds Show. So let's go. Yeah. All right. So not too bad of a matchup here. Montez Ford definitely holding up his own here against Seth Rollins. I really like what we've seen from this matchup here, guys. And don't forget, guys, in less than an hour, we will be doing my WWE show review right at the end of this live stream. Gonna do things a little differently, guys. So just a little bit of a program update for everybody. Normally, we do my WWE show review right after Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. And I do a live stream usually right after we get done streaming one of these shows. But instead, we're going to go ahead right at the end of the show. We're going to get right into that WWE show review right here on this channel to sort of make the live stream a little bit longer, make it a little more personal with you guys who've already been here watching the show throughout the start of this show here on Monday Night Raw with us. So why not? Let's make sure we give you guys more content here, more excitement, and hope you guys will help support the channel either way. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. What's up, Jane? How we doing, everybody? Make sure you please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you can help out the channel anyway, guys, either with a donation, a super chat, signing up for channel memberships, a little goes a long way. So really appreciate y'all. Happy Memorial Day, guys, and hope you are spending some time with your family or your loved ones here as we celebrate and honor and remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice here on this Memorial Day weekend here in the United States of America. A big salute to the veterans out there, guys, as we get ready to get back to this matchup here. Don't forget to please like and subscribe to the channel.
stubbornness of these two men, Montez Ford and Seth Rollins, has led us to this one-on-one matchup tonight. Montez Ford wanting to beat Rollins and make Rollins stay out of the Street Profits.
Oh, and a big chop from Rollins to Ford here.
Rollins trying to prove to Montez Ford that they're strength in numbers.
And oh, Tez responds with a chop of his own. And now we'll see what Seth has here. And a big right elbow to the chin of Ford. And a right hand from Montez in response. A big right elbow there from Rollins, but a knee from Montez Ford connects. But Rollins not backing down with a couple of right elbows here.
Better pack his bags and move on.
And now Ford back on the attack with clubby blows to the back of Rollins. Now Rollins with a kick to the gut, looking for a pedigree. Ford able to counter though, and a big right elbow connects to Ford here. Off the ropes, and Ford able to counter with a clothesline, knocking down Rollins. And now the standing moonsault, but Rollins rolls out of the way. Ford got caught, but lands on his feet, and Rollins gets dropped with an enziguri. Now Rollins stumbles and lands on the bottom turnbuckle in the corner here. Now Ford trying to regain himself. And now in the corner here, Ford looking for something. Rollins able to counter. Ford stumbles onto the ring apron, lands on his feet though. Rollins responds with a clubby blow, but there goes a right hand from Ford. Now up to the top rope here. Montez. Uh-oh, got caught. Rollins leaps up to the top rope and connects with the superplex as he rolls through looking for the Falcon Arrow. The cover here. And a kick out at 2. And Rollins so close to victory there after that beautiful superplex. Superplex rolls through with the Falcon Arrow, connecting perfectly, but Ford able to get the shoulder up.
Then the Falcon Arrow. Ford was lucky to be able to survive. Rollins looking to regroup after the kick out by Ford.
And this is awesome chance going on here in Columbus, Ohio.
Rollins dragged Ford back to his feet. Again, looking to hook in the...
Now Rollins looking for the pedigree, but Ford able to counter. Rollins got caught. The roll-up. And a counter roll-up here by Rollins, and both men kick out. Ford with another counter roll-up, and Rollins counters again, and both men kick out once again. A super kick connects from Montez. Now off the ropes, Ford got caught with the Rollins super kick.
Montez on wobbly legs.
Now Rollins, wait a minute, off the ropes, Ford got caught, and able to counter, here is Ford, and now Rollins up on the shoulders of Montez Ford.
The intensity in the eyes of...
And, wait a minute, Rollins lands on his feet, and the pedigree to Montez, the cover on Ford here. This could be it, but a kick out at 2. And what a counter by Seth Rollins, landing on his feet and connecting with the pedigree, and almost gets the victory.
Summon the will to keep this fight rolling. And Rollins beginning to get a bit frustrated. He hit Montez Ford with the pedigree, couldn't put him away.
We gotta be this way, Taz. We work together. We don't gotta be fighting each other, man. We want the same thing. You ain't gotta be coming at me like that. I understand having a problem.
Now Rollins talking to Ford here, trying to explain to him we should work together.
Hearing me.
Oh, and the slap to the face of Rollins, and the disrespect by Montez Ford, and now Rollins looking for a buckle bomb, and it connects. And now Montez Ford in trouble. Rollins picks up Montez again, and now again in the corner, another buckle bomb. And Rollins not done yet as Ford collapses here. Rollins trying to make an example out of Montez Ford here.
To do what has to be done.
And now picking up Ford again. Rollins has him on his shoulders, and another wait a minute counter as Rollins stumbles to the outside with that Hurricane Rana. And now, Ford knows what to do here. From one corner to the other, leaping over the post and takes down Rollins.
And now you can see the urgency in the movements of Montez Ford. He's got a chance.
And Ford tosses Rollins in the ring. And there goes Montez Ford to the top rope. Rollins, though, able to counter. But oh, a nice counter by Ford. Rollins is dropped. And the frog splash from the heavens connects the cover on Rollins. Oh, and a kick out at 2. I thought Rollins was done there. Montez Ford almost had the victory as you just see the air. He gets on this frog splash and it connected all of it. But Rollins was able to get the shoulder up.
But Rollins kicked out.
And the crowd going, this is awesome. This is awesome.
For the first time in years here tonight.
All right, guys, don't forget to get your votes in here.
Each man is.
And now up to the top rope here. Oh, Rollins, though, gets caught as Ford drops into an enziguri. And now back on the top rope. Oh, wait for the 450 splash. Rollins rolled out of the way. And the stop to Ford. And that could be it. Rollins the cover. And your winner of this matchup is Seth freaking Rollins. And you gotta give it to Montez Ford. He took Rollins to the limit. And we would see here, wait a minute. Oh, no, now Austin Theory taking out Dawkins with the steel chair. Oh, no, Theory. Oh, another chair shot to the back of Dawkins.
Theory vowed to take out everyone who he believes contributed to Logan's injury. First injury, that's Dawkins. My God.
And the chair shot to the back of the head.
In the absence of Logan Paul, he understands he needs to step up for vision.
And Dawkins taken out by Theory. And now Ford realizing what just happened.
The switch flipped in Theory tonight.
And a sick, sadistic, twisted Austin Theory delivers a big chair shot to the back of the head of Darnell Dawkins, one half of the Street Profits, right after the matchup with Montez Ford and Seth freaking Rollins. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out here on the channel. We're on a little bit of commercial break. Make sure you guys please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you guys have any questions, any shout-outs, anything you guys would like to ask, don't forget to hit me up here in the live chat. You can also make those questions or those shout-outs stand out by hitting me up with the super chat, and don't forget, guys, you can also sign up for channel memberships now on Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. It's been a pretty interesting Monday Night Raw. Don't forget, right after the show is over, guys, here for Monday Night Raw, I will be getting into my WWE show review right here on Tim Reynolds Show. Literally right after Raw is over, guys, we'll get right into it here on this live stream and give you guys my match grades as we go over each match that happened here on Raw, and also give you my opinions and breakdown of what the storylines we had here and what to expect from those storylines going forward here on WWE Monday Night Raw. All right, we got about a minute left here, guys, as we wait to get back to the action. Please do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you guys. All right, about 30 seconds away. Hope you guys have enjoyed Monday Night Raw so far. Been a pretty decent show, I would say. All right, fixing to get back to the action here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Columbus, Ohio, on the campus of the Ohio State University. Moments ago, Seth Rollins and Montez Ford airing their grievances against each other in the ring in a great one-on-one match.
A fantastic match between two world-class superstars. Montez Ford went for broke, but it did not pay off. Rollins stomping Tez's face into the canvas and picking up a big, big win. But in the aftermath, there would be no celebration. Rather, Austin Theory, armed with a steel chair, taking out his frustrations on Angelo Dawkins, as promised, to avenge Logan Paul.
Yeah, Theory stepping up tonight and sending a message to everyone.
What's going on, dogs? Had a match. They found a perfect time. I saw it. To hit my brother, to get my brother. He's in there, calm down. He's in there, he's being worked on. We'll wait. Judge. Is he all right, man? They're working on it. Is he okay? Working on it. You're right. We got bigger fish to fry right now. Some more important things is going on right now. My brother's out. Yeah, he needs somebody. He needs us. Us?
And Ford saying he needs us.
Here's Diane. Who's Diane? You get the head off the snake. I want Braun Breaker. And I want super make it possible. Let me go talk to him.
And Austin Theory going out, taking out everybody. And it looks like Montez Ford and Seth Rollins have squashed this beef. And now maybe we'll try to look to work together here as Darnell Dawkins was taken out by Theory.
Corey Graves will be there. And then Corey and I will both be in Turin, Italy on Sunday for Clash in Italy. Now, here's the... West Coast. That'll be on ESPN both hours. Then Clash in Italy gets underway locally at 8 o'clock in the evening in Turin, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast, 11 a.m. in the morning on the West Coast, the first hour on ESPN in the States, and of course Netflix internationally. We can tell you that first hour on ESPN in the States will include these first 2 minutes.
Oh, guys, and here we go. As we will see the undisputed WWE Championship on the line at Clash in Italy. When Cody Rhodes goes one-on-one with the ring general Gunther. And also, the Women's WWE Championship will be on the line as Rhea Ripley faces Jade Cargill in a WrestleMania 42 rematch at Clash in Italy. And we'll also see Oba versus Lesnar 2 as Brock Lesnar takes on Oba Femi at Clash in Italy. And also, we will see tribal combat with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. It's the OTC Roman Reigns taking on the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu is the time now for the upstart Sol Ruka. She has an opportunity to take the Intercontinental Championship from big-time Becky Lynch, all a part of Sunday's Clash in Italy. Let's head back to our own Kathy Kelly.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. I'm here with Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch.
Sol is sidelined tonight with injuries that she sustained at Saturday night's main event. Although you were initially irate when the rematch was announced for Clash in Italy, feels like you have the upper hand now heading into that title defense.
Yeah, you know,
some people get punched in the face and they become the face of the entire industry, and then other people get punched in the face and it's a wake-up call that they are in over their head. Because Sol Ruca stepped in the ring with the greatest female wrestler of all time, and it's not just me saying it, other people are saying it, everybody's saying it, Sports Illustrated says it, the Bleacher Report says it, and she realized that she was totally outmatched. Now, some people might be impressed with her tricks and her flips, but she hasn't gotten a single clean victory since she's been here, and her time is running out because right now her name, it's written in sand, but the tide is coming in. My name is etched in stone. It'll be around forever, much like I will hold this title forever. So I hope that Sol can come around to Clash in Italy because the man is coming around. And there's a difference between striving for greatness and standing across from it. Welcome to the big time.
And a big statement there made by Becky Lynch, the Women's Intercontinental Champion. But coming up next, in an Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match that is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the WWE Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio! Life is so good right now. Life is so good. Guys, get you a woman who'll bring you a no problem llama koozie with a beer as you watch wrestling and work on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds.
Can we get?
Right. Of course. Of course. Love you. Love you too. All right, guys. Cracking open a cold one here. There you go, baby. Put those away for me. All right. Probably got like, I would think less than a half hour because we're already to our, I think this should probably be the last match. And then we have the segment for the World Heavyweight title after this. So,
Hope it's over soon.
yeah, I'd say less than a half hour. All right, guys. Let's crack open a cold one. Woo! There you go. It's Tim Reynolds Show. All right. Cheers to y'all, man. Toast to everybody. Happy Memorial Day to all the veterans out there who gave the ultimate sacrifice for us to have our freedoms here on this Memorial Day. We honor and remember you. And guys, also just want to give a salute and a toast to, all the veterans out there that have served this country and are still serving this country. All of our women in the armed forces, in the military. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, man. Wrestling over Raw. Hell yeah. Gotta take my vitamins. All right. So as we wait to get back to the action here, guys, coming up next, we've got our next matchup of the night, and more than likely our last match of the night, I believe, as we'll see Rey Mysterio go one-on-one with Rusev, and the winner will earn a opportunity to be the #1 contender for the WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship. So whoever wins this matchup will be taking on Penta. We'll see if that match happens next Monday night on Raw or when exactly it happens. All right, let's get caught up with the chat here, everybody. What's going on? Tyler, how we doing, man? AEW Double or Nothing was so fire. You know, Tyler, I got to admit, man, AEW's been stepping up their game. I have not been able to check out all the highlights yet from Double or Nothing, but pretty good from the reviews I've seen thus far, man. I may have to consider like looking at AEW a little bit more here because they're starting to definitely pick up some momentum, I think, and definitely putting on a really good show. Tyler Helton also says that was awesome weekend of pro wrestling. I watched Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling Show, New Texas Pro Wrestling, and on Saturday night's main event and AEW Double or Nothing. I thought Saturday night's main event did pretty good. I got to check out some highlights before doing Monday Night Raw here tonight, but man, AEW Double or Nothing was pretty damn good. Kenneth, how we doing, man? Wrestling over Raw. go over what we missed tonight? Yeah, no problem there, Kenneth. Thank you, man. It says, hey, my friends, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing good tonight. Let's get ready for some wrestling. Heck yeah, man. So what we will do, Kenneth, is right after the show, in just a little bit, we're going to be doing my WWE show review right after Monday Night Raw is over. We're just going to break down each of the matches that happen. I'll give my match grades and also let you guys know about all the storylines that happen and what my opinions are of them right as this show is over. So we've only got probably like another half hour, guys, maybe 35 minutes, and it's going to be pretty much the end of the show here. So making his way to the ring for this next match scheduled for one fall, introducing the opponent, it's Sam!
Weighing 270 pounds. Ranks, why did you give this man a headset and inviting him to join us on commentary?
Give this man, you mean eagerly invite all ego Ethan Page to join us ringside to lend his expertise to a potential Intercontinental Championship match? Why else would I?
Well, I'm actually glad you're out here.
Yeah, I thought we were pals, Mike.
Well, it's Michael, but nonetheless, I'm glad that you're out here, because I did want to say, I told you so. Your ego cost you the Intercontinental Championship this past Saturday night as you outsmarted yourself.
You know, I find it interesting as a journalist, you're more worried about my performance instead of yours. You know that you didn't mention one time during that match that Penta cheated to retain the championship? Great job.
Oh, wait a minute, he cheated. You're the one who exposed not one, but two turnbuckles.
I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. Don't tell me how to do mine.
Ethan, I'd like to...
All right, so the bell has rung as we get ready for Mysterio versus Rusev. As these two men stand each other down in the middle of the ring, a shove there by Rey Mysterio, and Rusev just shrugging him off here now. And now Mattia up here, and shoved down to the ring mat is Rey Mysterio, and the strength of Rusev shows off early here.
Two-time Intercontinental Champion Rey Mysterio. Now, Mr. Page, I would like to say this.
Sure.
I like how you talk your way out of all these situations when it comes to Rusev. You just make stuff up to get yourself out of hot water.
Oh, I make stuff up with my good friend?
And now Rey Mysterio trying to use his speed to get away from Rusev here. And it seems to be working, as you see Rusev getting a little frustrated here. And now back inside the ring, Rey ducks under the clothesline and a slap to the face of Rusev. And Rey's like, holy shit. As Rey goes running, now on the outside, Rey rolls into the ring here. And now off the ropes, Rusev able to catch him, but no! Rey catches him with a Hurricane Rana. And now looking for the 619, but oh, what a huge back elbow from Rusev. And now Rey Mysterio's in trouble. And now picking up Rey here, and oh, what a suplex there by Rusev. And now another body suplex there, just torquing the body of Rey and slamming him down to the mat as Rusev shows off the strength here. And the big uppercut to the Hall of Famer. And Rey now on the outside here.
Didn't get himself beat up, but nonetheless. And Rusev.
And now Rey up on the shoulders of Rusev here. And Mysterio trying to battle out of it, and the elbows connect, and now, oh, and Enziguri connects as well. Another right elbow drops Rusev off the apron, and now Rey off the ropes here, and diving through, and a roll-through powerbomb as Rusev gets slammed into the barrier, and Rey Mysterio has the upper hand here early on.
In the locker room, I'm sure he's connected with his fellow GM.
And guys, as we see the senton, oh no, Rusev caught Rey! Now Rey's hung upside down as Rusev slams his head against the barrier. And oh my!
As a competitor, as a talent, not as a general manager.
Sure. And now that he's
and now you see Rusev back in control in this matchup.
Rey's in trouble.
And a huge slam as this match continues. coming up next here on Monday Night Raw. And guys, the big news we just learned here earlier today, and I don't know if this was announced Saturday or not on AAA, but guys, the new general manager of AAA is none other than Rey Mysterio, the WWE Hall of Famer. Talk about big news, right? I mean, AAA's already been killing it since WWE purchased them all those months ago, and I gotta tell you, man, I love the addition of Rey Mysterio as the AAA general manager. And honestly, it's pretty cool to see what happens with AAA because Rey Mysterio dubs over all of the commentary and the storylines and matches, and it's really cool to see. Tyler, what's up, man? When NWA new episodes? Can't wait for MLW Fusion. They officially, yeah, Tyler, I've heard a lot of good things about MLW as well. I gotta try to start following them on socials too, as well, with a lot of those former WWE guys now with Major League Wrestling, which, by the way, pretty good name if you ask me. Tim, do you watch JCW by writer, head of creator Vince Russo? JCW has been on fire lately. Yeah, so JCW is not one I'm too familiar with, although it does ring a bell. So I've probably seen some clips here and there because I do try to keep up with whatever's kind of trending in wrestling in general. I know that because of social media, that a lot of these other wrestling brands and companies have really been able to stand out as far as the clips go, and pretty decent storylines that are pretty funny, man. Like, you got guys and girls battling it out, and also just some pretty funny, entertaining storylines in general coming in these smaller promotions are pretty cool to watch with. But hey, any stories you guys got that you want to share or anything you want to ask as far as wrestling questions or shout outs, you guys can hit me up with those super chats right here on the live stream. Oh. Ugh. Allergies suck. Ugh. All right. It's on Comet Channel? Oh, okay. Thank you, Kenneth, for that. I actually was not too familiar with that. Comet Channel, huh? I wonder what that is. But thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate you. All right, guys, don't forget, this is our last matchup here, more than likely for the evening, as we see Rey Mysterio go one-on-one with Rusev. After this, we're going to see Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu with the contract signing here for the match at WWE Clash in Paris. But also cannot wait to give you guys my WWE show review right at the end of this live stream here. So I'll give you my match grades for each match, breaking down each matchup that we've seen on Monday Night Raw, and also each storyline as we head further. Jumping Cadillac, girl, let's put some miles on it. All right, back into this matchup here as Rusev just slams Rey Mysterio into the turnbuckle here. And now Rey up on the top of the turnbuckle now.
With us at ringside on commentary tonight. Unsure of who invited him, but
I invited him, and this is all ego Ethan Page, who's enduring straight up character assassination by you, Michael Cole. Let's talk about the greatest North American, a man who very nearly became Intercontinental Champion just 48 hours ago.
Well, let's not talk about Rusev and Mysterio here tonight. What has been a competitive matchup.
Oh, Tyler, that should be a great matchup as well, as Rey Mysterio battles back here up on the top rope. Rusev looking for a suplex here, and a big headbutt, though, from Rey knocks Rusev off the top rope. And now Rey from the top. The senton connects, and now off the ropes. Rey ducks under the clothesline, looking for a Hurricane Rana on Rusev. And now Rey getting back into it here, and the shoulder to the gut of Rusev. And now Rey Mysterio from the middle rope, hammering down right hands on Rusev here.
He's got
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And oh no, Rey picked up by Rusev here, and this looks bad for Rey, who tries to roll through, but Rusev able to block. And now, oh, the sit out there fails as Rey's able to roll out of the way, and oh, a senton there on Rusev. And now going up here, Rey springboard off the middle rope, the moonsault connects the cover, and the Lion Salt Moonsault connects there, but Rey not able to put away Rusev.
For certain there? I'm just guessing.
Dude, absolutely, Tyler. Believe it or not, guys, if you don't know about what's happening with AAA, Undertaker is actually one of the big storytellers and producers for AAA, and he's been killing it lately. As we see here, Ray responding with a big back elbow, and Rusev catches Rey Mysterio. Oh, but Mysterio able to counter into a bulldog, and now Rusev in trouble. Off the ropes here. Got caught. Rusev with the Uranage, slamming down Ray, and now Rusev looking for his opportunity here, and the big kick to Ray, the cover here. Oh, and I thought Rusev had it there as Rey Mysterio was able to somehow kick out.
Mysterio in the center of the
And a big boot there right to the chin of Rey Mysterio by Rusev, but the crowd backing up the luchador here.
Fantastic job right now because he's the one standing and Rey Mysterio is not. Are you scared? Of what? Of Rusev. No, I'm enjoying the show. Just like you. Good big accolade time. Mysterio, though, able to score him out of.
And now we see Mysterio able to counter, but Rusev with the kick to the gut, and Ray counters with the 619 to the gut of Rusev, and now Rusev's knees taken out. He's hung up on the middle rope, and now Ray looking for the 619, but Rusev able to counter.
Trapped in the vice-like grip of.
And now, looking for the accolade, but the roll-up by Ray. And here's your winner and the new #1 contender for the WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship. It's the WWE Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio. But Rusev not happy with that and a cheap shot.
Get on now because you didn't want Rusev in your way for. Yes. So somebody come out. The referee takes on it. The damn match is over. I have to do something. What the hell is it?
And ladies and gentlemen, making his return to Monday Night Raw, it's Dragon Lee coming out to help out Rey Mysterio. And now off the top rope, and Ego tries to get involved in the enziguri by Dragon Lee. And now Ego taken out as he's thrown into Rusev here. And now off the ropes, Ego just got German suplexed by Dragon Lee. And the super kick connects as well. But wait a minute, Rusev went after Lee. He lands on his feet. And the big boot to Rusev. And and now we see here Dragon Lee leaps over, takes out all Ego, and Rey Mysterio connects with the 619. And now Dragon Lee.
Operation Dragon.
And the Operation Dragon connects. And how about that? Dragon Lee having the back of Rey Mysterio here after this matchup.
Invited to be out here on commentary, and then no one invited me to get in the middle of this mess. Nonetheless, Rey Mysterio's earned himself an Intercontinental Championship match.
You know me well. I let people fight on Monday night, but what you did tonight, 2 people and the way you did it, it's enough. So you're done. Find the door because your night is over. Enough. You're talking to the tag team champion. Enough. Wasn't it enough with what happened to Logan Paul? Wasn't it enough for what happened to Bronson Reed? Wasn't it enough for what happened to Braun Breaker? I'll tell you what's enough. I'm enough. Because you're done for the night.
Okay. You know what? Austin Theory is completely out of line, and I agree with you. And this man needs to be reprimanded, and I'm going to take care of this personally. We have to go. Excuse us. We have to go now. You know, Austin Theory, I tell you what, I don't agree with anything that you've done tonight.
Little babe. Smells like bad news.
It's Alpha Academy.
Some slack. I'll catch up with you guys later.
An interesting night for Mr. Theory. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking forward to Clash in Italy this Sunday. a WrestleMania rematch. Paul Heyman earlier tonight called it one of the biggest rematches in the history of WWE. Femi and Brock Lesnar.
Well, last Monday, guys, the shocker around the WWE Universe was the Femi Open Challenge was not answered. It was interrupted as the challenge was laid down. And as Oba, the ruler, head to the ring, I don't think even he could have expected what would happen next. As Brock Lesnar arrived and made a statement, as the fans were shocked to see Oba Femi taken out by Brock Lesnar with not just one, not two, not three, but 4 F5s, as the return of the Beast Incarnate would send shockwaves around the WWE Universe.
I need to get to the bottom of what the hell's going on here. Bring me into the office.
Tell me what the hell I just saw. I hear you are looking for me. I filed retirement paperwork on his behalf. Brock Lesnar is retired. Retired? Start talking. That's for you. It's a contract for Clash in Italy with Brock Lesnar signature already on it. You get Oba Femi to sign that, you have the biggest rematch in history.
And Oba Femi would sign that contract to kick off Monday Night Raw, as it has been made official. At WWE Clash in Italy this upcoming weekend, we will see Oba versus Lesnar 2 when these two behemoths battle it out at WWE Clash in Italy.
Brock Lesnar. Clash in Italy is in Turin this coming Sunday. Monday Night Raw is in Turin, Italy this coming Monday. Special start time. It's 8 o'clock local, but it's 2 p.m. on the East Coast in the States, 11 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast.
That's right, guys. Next week, a special start time of 2 p.m. for Netflix's Monday Night Raw next week, where we'll see the WWE King and Queen of the Ring tournaments will begin next week on Raw.
Adam Pearce, our general manager.
And there is general manager Adam Pearce already in the ring for the contract signing for the main event of WWE Clash in Italy, where we'll see this man, Jacob Fatu, take on the OTC Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title in Tribal Combat. And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring right now is the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu, the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns in the ring, face to face, live next.
All right. All right, guys. As we get ready here for our main event segment, if you will, here on Monday Night Raw, it's going to be Roman Reigns, the OTC or World Heavyweight Champion, coming out and doing the contract signing here with Jacob Fatu, as the Samoan Werewolf will take on the OTC in a tribal combat match at WWE Clash in Paris. What's up, Robert? All right, guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as we get ready for our main event segment here. Guys, don't forget, right after we get done here, we're going to be getting right into my WWE show review. I'll go ahead and just kind of briefly recap the matches here on Monday Night Raw, giving my match grades and then what to expect here with the storylines going forward. And how about that unique perspective we've seen backstage as General Manager Adam Pearce was kicking out Austin Theory for the night. It looks like Theory stopped and stared down Maxine Dupree. Now, if you guys have not been keeping up with Monday Night Raw over the last month or two, we have seen Austin Theory sort of mingling or talking to Maxine Dupree of Alpha Academy, and we just seen the other two members there of Alpha Academy, Otis and Akira Tozawa, looking at each other as Maxine Dupree suddenly says hi to Theory and then walks off. You gotta wonder what to make of this between this so-called relationship here with the Visions, Austin Theory, and Maxine Dupree. I gotta wonder if it means something that we gotta pay attention to going forward. I mean, we could be seeing a heel turn here by Dupree, maybe stabbing Alpha Academy in the back, maybe seeing her join the Vision. That could be pretty interesting, right? It's about the only thing the Vision's missing right now is, yeah. You going to be streaming Monday Night Raw? Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, more than likely, guys. We'll stream Monday Night Raw live next Monday. So hopefully you guys will come join us. That'll be pretty interesting doing that in the afternoon. We'll see how many people will tune in, but it'll be really nice to do something a little bit different. And yeah, we'll probably get into our WWE show review right after that one next week as well. Just a little bit of a program tweak with us, guys, as we get ready to get back to the action here on Monday Night Raw.
WWE.
All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out on the channel here on Tim Reynolds Show for this live play-by-play. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
The challenger for the world title already in the ring as we await the appearance. Mr. Champ.
Two signatures makes tribal combat official.
The OTC chants raining out here. And uh-oh, throwing the chair here at security is Jacob Fatu, and he's throwing the table now at security as well, as Fatu's already losing it.
Fully signed. Good luck, guys.
And oh my goodness, making his way to the ring, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, the OTC, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
It might as well be do or die for the OTC as well. Imagine waking up Monday morning and Roman having to look at his own children and explain, I lost the championship and my seat at the head of the table. I'm sorry, I no longer know what your future looks like.
Corey Grave makes one hell of a statement there. What happens if Roman Reigns loses tribal combat to Jacob Fatu?
Won by Roman Reigns. Anything goes in this match. There are no disqualifications. There's no countouts. You win via pinfall or submission. The winner is the world champion and is also the head of the table, the tribal chief. The loser must swallow their pride. They'll be humiliated when they have to acknowledge the winner as the tribal chief and fall in line in that bloodline. Can you imagine the visual of Roman Reigns being forced to place the Ulafala around the neck of Jacob Fatu, for Roman to personally have to relinquish all of the power he has worked his entire life for? Jacob Fatu last week rolled the dice. Jacob Fatu gambled. He had one last desperate effort to pull Roman Reigns into yet another title match after Fatu lost at Backlash. And that was to invoke the tribal combat rules, the stipulation, which Roman Reigns could not, being the tribal chief, could not.
Mr. Elephant, what's up, man? Rest in peace, Kyle Busch, man. Still got to make a video for that for the channel.
By a member of his own tribe. And let's make no mistake about it, Corey. Roman Reigns survived at Backlash. That's all he did. He survived.
And Roman Reigns with contract in hand.
Roman Reigns will sign.
And the contract has been signed. And the happy birthday chants from the crowd here in Columbus. Guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Oh, happy birthday, Mr. Elephant Gaming. Roman Reigns. As these two men stare each other down, what will Roman have to say?
Leave us.
Don't you think it'd be better if security does their job? We stay out here and make sure it doesn't pop off before tribal combat.
He signed the contract. He made a blood oath. He can't touch me until Italy. Leave us now.
You heard the man, boys. Let's go. Have it your way, Oos.
And security walking out here. And they're leaving Fatu and Roman in the ring by themselves. OTC, OTC, OTC.
Columbus, Ohio. Acknowledge me. See how simple that was? That's all you had to do. All you had to do was acknowledge me. I beat you at Backlash. You signed the contract. It could have been simple. All you had to do was acknowledge me, and then we could have moved on to the next mission.
Acknowledge you? Like everybody in here? Hell nah. See, I'm not like everybody else.
Got that right.
Keep it 100, Roman.
Mm-hmm.
You are the reason why our family in the bloodline is living the life that we have. You are the reason why our family is on top of the mountain. Hell, brother, you done elevated us. You done took the whole family to the promised land. But then you can only take us so far. You can only take us so far, Roman. It's time for a change. It's time for another direction. Hell, it's time for another destination. So when you over here talking about acknowledging you, having honor, respect, living the code of the bloodline, let me ask you something, Roman. At Backlash, did you live by the code of the bloodline? Or did you bend the rules just so you could beat me. Oh, no, I get it. You had to do what you had to do by any means necessary. But at tribal combat, everything and anything goes, Roman. Huh? So just like that backlash at Clash in Italy, oh, I'm about to dog walk your bitch ass.
Big
And
statement.
when we get done taking over this, everybody is gonna have consequences. Have consequences. You want to talk about consequences? Let's talk about them then. You see, I'm a man of my word. Jacob, if you beat me, then you become the head of the table. You become the shot caller. You lead and I follow. But if you can't dog walk me, then it looks like I'm going to be walking you like a dog.
Whoa!
If you can't beat me,
what?
You will serve me and you will learn from me. And in time, Jacob, you will love your tribal chief.
Whoa! And the big statement made by the world heavyweight champion.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it looks like a win for me. It looks like a win for me then, Roman, huh? So if you do dog walk my ass, hey, it looks like I still got a job here. Ain't nothing gonna change. But not if with me, but when I dog walk your ass, everybody, and especially you, will learn how to acknowledge me.
We'll see. I don't know about that.
You know what I mean?
And the oath made here in the middle of the ring by the tribal chief and the challenger as we head for tribal combat at WWE Clash in Italy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. That ends our play-by-play and reaction here for WWE Monday Night Raw. So let's get right into our WWE show review here, guys, on the channel. And guys, man, what an episode here of WWE Monday Night Raw, as we can't wait to get to you guys here on this show review as we start things out here for what happened earlier tonight. To start out with Monday Night Raw, it was Paul Heyman who would come out and announce that the match between Brock Lesnar and Obafemi would be the biggest rematch in WWE history. But Obafemi wasted no time coming out and confronting the advocate, if you will, for Brock Lesnar, and signs the contract right on the chest of Paul Heyman and tells him he wants him to deliver a message to Brock Lesnar that first, at WrestleMania, Obafemi was only trying to beat Brock Lesnar. And now at WWE Clash in Paris, where we see Oba versus Lesnar 2, Obafemi, the ruler, promises to kill the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. What a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. Love that segment there by Obafemi. Can't wait to see that matchup at Clash in Paris. And then, guys, coming up next, it would be the first matchup of the night on Monday Night Raw, as we would see Penta put the WWE Intercontinental Championship on the line as he would face the young OG Javon Evans. And guys, Evans and Penta would pull out all the stops in this matchup, with Evans coming so close once again to winning the title, winning his first title here in his WWE career on the main roster. But it would not come to be, as we see Penta was able to counter the high-flying, the jumpy, the bouncy young OG and retain his WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship. What a big match here to kick off Monday Night Raw. Penta, once again, a fighting champion, defends his title, and man, you gotta feel for Javon Evans, who once again just comes up short in a title match opportunity. This matchup, I'm definitely giving an A+, guys. That's right. Started out a little slow, but that's really my only critique about this whole matchup, because these guys were high-flying, having a lot of action inside the ring, and it definitely was very pleasing to a lot of the WWE fans and also the WWE Universe there in Columbus, Ohio, where this Monday Night Raw would take place. So for Tim Reynolds Show's WWE Show Review, guys, I give this matchup here an A+ to start out Monday Night Raw, where Penta took on Javon Evans with the Intercontinental title on the line. So Penta retains his title, and still your Intercontinental Champion is Penta. And then we would see later on backstage Penta actually talking to Rey Mysterio and offers a title match for the WWE Hall of Famer. And Rey Mysterio likes this idea, and later on we would see Rey Mysterio talking with General Manager Adam Pearce to make this matchup official. But Rusev and All Ego Ethan Page did not like this, as Ethan Page shows up to try to weasel his way into sort of getting another title matchup against Penta for the IC title. And Rusev would interrupt, and when that happened, Rusev would then ask General Manager Adam Pearce, what did Rey Mysterio do to earn this title shot? And then it would be Rey Mysterio going one-on-one with Rusev later on the night on Monday Night Raw to determine the new #1 contender for the WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship. A great matchup made by General Manager of Monday Night Raw, Adam Pearce. And guys, Javon Evans did show some frustration after not winning this matchup, and we would see later on backstage him talking to Penta about that before Penta would run into Rey Mysterio. We would also see backstage Paul Heyman talking to Austin Theory after looking over the contract once again for WWE Clash in Italy with Oba versus Lesnar 2, and Theory was pissed off because, guys, big breaking news in the WWE. As we see here on this WWE Show Review, guys, we did find out that Logan Paul will be out for an extended period of time with a torn tricep. He's going to miss months with this injury. So with that, that means Braun Breaker now becomes the new one half of the World Tag Team titles with Austin Theory of the Vision. And Theory would then go on to listen to the wise words from the former wise man, the Oracle of the Vision, Paul Heyman, and go out and destroy every person who was the reason to cause that injury for Logan Paul that he suffered at Saturday night's main event. And then, guys, the first person that would feel the brutal attack from Theory here on Monday Night Raw, it would be Joe Henry, who was giving a concert out to the people of Columbus before Austin Theory would come and obliterate Joe Henry with a steel chair, laying him out in a brutal attack here, guys. And I really like where this is going with the Vision. I think they're really stepping up this storyline with them here, especially defending the World Tag Team titles, even though Logan Paul is going to be out with an injury. I love the fact Braun Breaker steps right in and will be one half of the World Tag Team titles. I love this aggressiveness I'm seeing from Austin Theory as well. This was a pretty good segment here and a pretty good part of the show, seeing Austin Theory really step up his character here. And guys, we would see later on backstage Seth Rollins talking to talking to Darnell Dawkins of the Street Profits before they're interrupted by Montez Ford. And that's when Ford would actually lay out a challenge to Rollins, and Rollins would accept. As we would see later on in the evening on Monday Night Raw, Seth freaking Rollins would go one-on-one with Montez Ford of the Street Profits here on Monday Night Raw. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here. This is my WWE Show Review here on Tim Reynolds Show for Monday Night Raw. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, so getting into it, guys, after this challenge was laid down, we would get to that matchup later on. But first, we would see a tag team matchup between Bayley and Lyra Valkyria taking on the Judgment Days, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, with the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and the AAA Mega Champion Dirty Dom at ringside for the Judgment Day. They would try to get involved in this matchup, but Liv would end up getting herself thrown out by the referee before Dirty Dom would come in and try to interfere, throwing the AAA Mega title in the middle of the ring. But Bayley was able to see what was happening as her and Roxy would fight over that title, and with the distraction by Dirty Dom, it would actually be Bayley who would take advantage as she gets the roll-up blood-fought victory to win for her team as Lyra Valkyria and Bayley would get the victory over the Judgment Day's Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. A big win in the women's tag team division here for Lyra and Bayley. A good matchup here. I'm going to give this one a solid B. I thought it was a little bit slow and sloppy. You did see Lyra Valkyria once again struggle to execute some of those moves in the ring, with Bayley being a little bit slow at what she was able to do. And we even seen Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez sort of make a couple of in-ring mistakes that we don't see from them too often that didn't make this match sort of an A-plus match for me, man. So my match grade here on this WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show, I'm going to give this match a solid B, and thought it was very good to see Lyra Valkyria and Bayley get back into the win column here in the women's tag team division. Although we did see a nasty stumble from Lyra Valkyria, who was not only holding her left arm, but also holding one of her knees by the end of this matchup. So hopefully she's not injured, and we can see more matchups here with Bayley and Lyra Valkyria as a tag team, because right now they've got the momentum going forward. And what does this mean for Judgment Day? I actually maybe would have predicted they would have won this match to sort of give them some momentum, but maybe this could lead to the falling out of Judgment Day, but I've already said that about 10 different times, so don't know if that would actually work out, but a pretty good matchup here on Monday Night Raw. And then backstage, we'd see Roman Reigns talking to General Manager Adam Pearce before the contract signing later in the night about what would happen at WWE Clash in Paris. And guys, we would finally hear what is actually on the line here for Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. You see, Roman's going into Tribal Combat, he has to accept as the Tribal Chief, which is what Jacob Fatu did the week before with laying down the challenge for Tribal Combat, which will now put the World Heavyweight Championship on the line at Clash in Paris. But Roman Reigns tells General Manager Adam Pearce there has to be consequences for Jacob Fatu if he loses this matchup, and it looks like he will either serve Roman Reigns from now on if he can't win the title, or he'll be fired by WWE if General Manager Adam Pearce has anything to say about it. So some big news here with this backstage interaction between Roman Reigns and General Manager Adam Pearce here on this Memorial Day Monday Night Raw, as we also want to make sure we honor and remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice here on this Memorial Day, guys. Here we want to make sure I give a big shout out, guys, to all the veterans out there who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms in this country. And also just want to give a shout out to all of the veterans and everybody in our military, in our special forces, all of you guys that choose to serve, our first responders as well. Just want to give my salute and thank you guys for your service. Remember, guys, freedom is not free. And then, guys, after this, we would see the megastar LA Knight. Yeah, you come out here on Monday Night Raw, and it's nice to see LA Knight back on Raw here, but he would be confronted by none other than Jimmy Uso. No Jey Uso here tonight, so no yeet. But it definitely wasn't no yeet when Jimmy Uso came out. But although he was not too happy with LA Knight throwing their names around, as we did find out some breaking news, we will see starting next week, the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments will start on WWE Monday Night Raw next week after WWE Clash in Paris this weekend. So it's going to be really interesting, as LA Knight says he plans on winning that tournament to earn a #1 contendership for the World Heavyweight title, as it looks like he's got his eyes on Roman Reigns, and Jimmy Uso would warn LA Knight to watch what he's doing, getting involved in family business. But LA Knight would then clap right back at Jimmy, saying, hey, if I've got to get involved and make your family business my business, well, then I'm willing to do it for that World Heavyweight title. And also, as Jimmy Uso would say, hey, if you win the King of the Ring tournament, man, you'll have a fair and square and honest title shot against the OTC. LA Knight wasn't buying that for a second, because Jimmy and Jey Uso have helped out Roman Reigns quite a bit in this rivalry right now with Jacob Fatu. So can Roman Reigns get it done on his own? LA Knight doesn't think so, but Jimmy Uso would come out to defend him and his brother and Roman Reigns in this situation. But man, LA Knight made a huge statement with what he said to Jimmy Uso, and it looks like LA Knight has been one of the first contenders here to put his name in the hat for the King of the Ring tournament that starts next week on Monday Night Raw. So guys, after this interaction here, we would then have our next match of the night, as we would see Montez Ford of the Street Profits go one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins. And guys, this matchup was absolutely outstanding. Both men gave it all and left it all inside the ring. We see tremendous athleticism by Montez Ford in this matchup, who put up a really big fight. But we would see the veteran savviness of Seth Rollins really play a big part in this matchup here, as Rollins would also also show off his moveset and athleticism here and get the victory over Montez Ford in what was a match that I'm going to give an A+ here, guys. That's my match grade here on this WWE show review here on Tim Reynolds Show after Monday Night Raw. I thought these two put on a great show, man, and honestly, I was wanting to see more of Ford and Rollins in the ring together, and we may get that as a tag team because, guys, after this match was over, Darnell Dawkins would be attacked by Austin Theory, the second guy that Theory has attacked here tonight. He wasn't joking when he told Paul Heyman that he was going to do what Heyman suggested, taking out all of anyone who had anything to do with Logan Paul getting injured. And guys, he would hit the chair over the back of the head and neck area of Darnell Dawkins as he laid on the ring ramp there. A tough scene, a brutal scene here after this attack, and Montez Ford and Seth Rollins could not believe it. They were both backstage trying to check out on Dawkins, and Ford would then squash the beef with Seth Rollins and say, hey, we've got to work together for my boy, man. We've got to have his back. And it looks like maybe Seth Rollins and the Street Profits could now be on the same page, but Rollins would then tell general manager Adam Pearce that he needs to cut the head off the snake, and he wants Braun Breaker and he wants general manager Adam Pearce to make it happen any way he can. And it'll be exciting to see that matchup once again between Rollins and Braun Breaker. So guys, after this all took place, we'd see an interview there by Becky Lynch, who said that she plans on holding that Women's Intercontinental Championship title forever, as the man makes a big statement here after what happened at Saturday night's main event, where she got herself disqualified. This now earns Sol Ruca, who was her opponent at Saturday night's main event, a #1 contendership for that WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. So we will see Becky Lynch defend that title against Sol Ruca, I believe, at Clash in Italy. So we'll see what happens there when the man puts the title on the line. All right, so then, guys, up next, we would have our last match of the night, and this would be for the #1 contendership for the men's Intercontinental title, as we would see the WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio go one-on-one with Rusev. Guys, this was a pretty damn good match. It's nice to see Rey back inside the ring, getting back into the groove here. Now, this one did start a little slow. It was a little bit inconsistent throughout, but both men did a very good job of what I thought of making this match really a highlight of the night, a match that everyone really enjoyed. And then, guys, we would see Rey Mysterio be able to pull out the victory with a quick roll-up here, as we would see All Ego Ethan Page try to get involved or whatever, and that would give Rey Mysterio the advantage there as he gets the roll-up and gets the 1-2-3 victory over Rusev, and now is the new #1 contender for the WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship. But guys, after the match, Rusev would attack Rey Mysterio, and with the help of All Ego Ethan Page, it would be a 2-on-1 assault before we would see the return of Dragon Lee here on Monday Night Raw, helping out his friend Rey Mysterio here after this brutal attack. Instead of it being 2-on-1, it was 2-on-2, as Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio really took it to Ethan Page and Rusev here, and a tough loss for Rusev, but a big win for, guess what, the new general manager of AAA. It's Rey Mysterio, and guys, he got the big victory here on Monday Night Raw. And for me, on this WWE show review here on Tim Reynolds Show, I gotta give my match grade of Rey Mysterio versus Rusev, I gotta give it a C, guys. You know what, maybe even a C+. Just a little bit slow at the beginning, some sloppiness throughout this matchup, but still pretty good from what we've seen from Rey and Rusev. So I'm gonna give him a solid C+ here, guys. I thought that would be a pretty good grade for this matchup. Nice to see Rey back inside the ring, and also Rusev back on track now after not being on the show the last couple of weeks. And does Rusev still have a shot to stay in the Men's Intercontinental Championship picture, even though he lost this matchup? We'll have to wait and see. But man, you got to also feel for Javon Evans, who definitely had an opportunity earlier in the night for that IC title and just came up short once again. But a big segment here on Monday Night Raw. And thank you guys for hanging out here on this WWE show review. And guys, as general manager Adam Pearce was throwing out one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Austin Theory of the Vision, as Paul Heyman was walking him out of the ring, this would be an interesting segment as we see Austin Theory staring down Maxine Dupree of Alpha Academy. Now, if you guys haven't kept up, we've seen Austin Theory and Maxine Dupree together hanging out over the last couple of months or so. And you can tell that both Otis and Akira Tozawa of Alpha Academy are a little concerned as what's going on here between Maxine Dupree and Austin Theory. You can tell, man, Maxine was looking at Theory a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens with this one. And then, guys, we get to our main event segment of the night. The contract signing for the WWE Clash in Italy matchup for Tribal Combat, where we'll see the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, take on Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, once again for the World Heavyweight title. And, guys, we would see Jacob Fatu throwing out chairs, throwing out the table after he signed the contract, looking like he was going to attack security once again as General Manager Adam Pearce tried to get some order here, and then it would be Roman Reigns who would come out, ask security to leave after he signed the contract, and he knows that that is a blood oath from Jacob Fatu, which means he is not allowed to touch him until we get to WWE Clash in Italy, and that's when these two would actually shake hands by the end of the night, even though Fatu says he's going to dog walk the Roman Reigns, the OTC, and become the new tribal chief. It's Roman who reminds us all the breaking news that we found out earlier on the show, where we would see consequences will lead to Jacob Fatu. If he loses this matchup, he will have to serve the World Heavyweight Champion, the tribal chief Roman Reigns, and that means he'll have to be a part of this new bloodline. But we also will see if Jacob Fatu wins, he'll become the new tribal chief, and that means Roman has to serve him. Now, General Manager Adam Pearce could also fire Jacob Fatu, but I don't think that's the case, and neither does Fatu. But what a way to end Monday Night Raw, guys. And this has been your WWE show review here on Tim Reynolds Show. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And thank you guys so much for hanging out here with this WWE Monday Night Raw live play-by-play and reaction right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. I know I will. I can't wait to go hang out with Mrs. Reynolds tonight. Ow! Love you, baby. Hey, big shout out, guys. Happy Memorial Day to everybody there. Salute to our veterans, those who are serving and those who did serve. And thank you guys so much for hanging out here on this live stream. Peace out, everybody. Thank you, everybody who showed up in the chat here today.